There we go. There we go. Hey! Okay, cool. So it's working. Let me make sure audio's coming through. Yes, yes it is. Good, good, good. Anyway. Yes, fair warning. You will probably hear me be a little bit sniffly still. The allergies are atrocious right now. And the problem with this is normally I don't have allergy issues. Like, I know what I'm allergic to food-wise and I avoid the shit out of it. I don't normally have environmental allergies. And I didn't have this issue last year when I first got to Germany. So I don't know if it's just the pollen's that much worse this year, if it's a mold or mildew thing. I don't think it's the cat dander. No, don't you dare. Because of the fact that it's been very sudden. Because the past 2 weeks here have been really warm, but also dry. So we went ahead, we busted out the ACs, we have them set up, so that limits how much, like, we don't have the windows open as much. The pollen is far worse here this year. Yeah, see, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like just the sheer amount of pollen. But I know whatever it is, it's because it's concentrated in the house itself. Because when I'm in the house, I am miserable. Like, I got home from work earlier, and literally within 5 minutes, my nasals were trying to swell shut. Like, it was that immediate. I can go outside, and because there's so much, more airflow and better air quality, I can breathe again. So it's something in the house, I just don't know what. And it could just be the fact that I need to do a deep cleaning, but oh god, that takes so much energy to do. So as of right now, I have on the ground floor where my computer is, I have two windows cracked, and I have 2 windows swung wide open. So I actually have airflow right now, and it's so much amazing. So much amazing. It's so amazing. Fudge. And then finally, for lunch break, Mr. Wolf was nice enough to drive me to the bigger base 30 minutes away instead of our tiny one, because our tiny one doesn't have any sinus medication, doesn't have any allergy medication whatsoever left. Like, we've been wiped out, so like everyone's suffering, it's not just me. And he took me to the big one, and they had Flonase, and I was like, oh, thank fuck. Because Flonase is one of the few things I know I can use when I have allergy issues, and not just be in a coma. You hand me Benadryl or Claritin, even the non-drowsy formula, and I will pass the crap out for the next 6 hours. Like, in case of Wolf no sleepy, hand her this. Like, that's the type of shit that is for me. So, but I'm doing better now. The Flonase is working, thankfully, between that and the fresh air flow. Yay. I've got plenty of water, I've got snacks. I have made some progress on the decks. I don't remember the last number we had, but I've been at least trying to do my daily outbreaks, and I keep getting 1 or 2 shinies. The 2 most recent ones was I got Cutiefly yesterday and Orthworm finally 2 days ago. So yay! We will start with the outbreaks in Scarlet. We might check Violet. I don't know. I haven't really been checking Violet. I've just been doing it in Scarlet. But then in Sword, I have a ton of fossils. In Shield, I have a ton of fossils. And in Sword, I have a ton of Poplio eggs. So we'll probably be switching around games quite a bit today. Because this is going to be until, like, dinner and or bedtime, depending. But we're going to start with Deerling, because I still need Deerlings. As a matter of fact, don't worry, I've already saved, so my outbreaks aren't going to go anywhere. Let me pop into home and see what Deerlings I'm missing. Because I think I only have 1 Deerling that's shiny, and I think I have 2 Sawsbucks that have been shiny. And I can't remember which frickin' forms they are. Because, yes, my brain's that reliable. I also have the spare Rockruff that I need to evolve into daytime. Because I can't get one... Like, I still haven't gotten the right one with own tempo for the dusk form. Because Midnight form we already have shiny. I got that one shiny forever ago. I don't even remember when I got that one shiny. Yeah, I don't really need to connect to the game, but we'll connect to the game. Shiny decks. Okay. So excluding box 1. This is where the shiny decks actually start, because box 2 for now. Because I know somewhere in there I've messed up something. I need... Gen 5. Where's my Gen 5 group? Right there. That's the start of Gen 5. Deerlings. Ah, okay. So I have spring. Wait. Winter, spring. Okay, yeah, summer, and then fall. That one looks like fall to me. Or do I have these two backwards? I don't have those two backwards. Fuck. As for deerlings, though, the only one I have is... fall? Winter? Spring? Summer? Fall? Yeah, fall. Okay, fall is the only one I have shiny deerling in. And it looks like the outbreak is this one, so we'll definitely be doing that outbreak. I just couldn't remember which deerling I had. When did I get a shiny Mencino? What game are you from? Where did you come from? What? Like, I know you're on the counter list, but where did you come from? I don't remember catching you. Which obviously I did. Because go. Where's something I know is from Sword and Shield? Hang on. My brain's broken. No. Yeah, that's Arceus. I am the confusion. Okay, well, I have... You might have been a Scarlet Violet. You're a Scarlet Violet outbreak. You were just one of the ones that spawned outside of the outbreak. So, like, I was doing an outbreak of something else and this thing spawned. That's where you had to have come from. I know it's counted for. I'm just, like, didn't remember catching it. God. Fair warning. Wolf's been very loopy and very much on medication for the past few days. We're so close on Gen 4, man. You have no idea how salty I am on Gen 4 right now. Because it's literally, it's Mesprit. It's Palkia, because that Palkia is not shiny. It's Cresselia. I need to figure out a better Manaphy hunt. That's for dang certain than spending shit tons of money. I need all the freaking different Rotom forms. I finally got shiny Magnezone. Took for fucking ever, but I finally got him. I think the biggest one I'm still missing... I have Riolu and Lucario. When did I get Lucario? Okay, you're an event one. Oh, right. I remember you being the event one. That's why I don't remember. Because I was like, I was hunting the Riolu to evolve it. Got you. Wait, so what else do I need then? Is it just the legendaries and... Oh, wait, no, I need you two as well. Still. Right. And the rest of the Burmy and Wormadams. So many headbutt trees. And you. You need to be shiny as well as your little tiny counterpart. She shouldn't be that bad. At least I have an alpha spawn check. And then I need one more Cherubi for Cherum. Okay, anyway. Back to box 1. Because if I don't save this on box 1, I'm going to be completely lost when next time I load this up. Okay, and there's no more shinies here, right? Right, I just moved them over. Cool. Again, bear with Wolf. Wolf's brain is gone. And we did a round of Cranidos eggs, but not... I don't have any ready to go, so we're not going to do Cranidos eggs today. Alright, cool. So yes, we're doing the Deerling outbreak. We're not doing Hoppip. I think it's only 5 or 6 that I have to do for... what is it? Outbreaks today in Scarlet. I might pop Violet in just to see if there's any outbreaks that interest us in Violet, but I can only tolerate the outbreaks for so long. Especially because I don't do sandwiches. And I don't do resets. I just clear the outbreak. If I get a shiny, I get a shiny. If not, I move on. Well, like I said, we have... I want to say I have at least 10 of each fossil and sword. And if that's the case, we can do sets of 10 and do soft reset for shiny sword and shield fossils. If not... because I need to move. I've got a bunch of extra fossils in shield. So what I need to do is eventually go ahead and move them from shield into sword. It's just a pain in the ass to move items specifically. Alright, anyway. Again, I apologize for sniffles, but they're gonna happen. At least I can talk and breathe at the same time again. No, I don't... There. And then who do we have up front? Not you, but you need healing. You can go up front. Hopefully this spawns, because I've been having an issue where it shows us, like, an outbreak, but then it never, like, spawns anything in from the outbreak when it's like, oh, you've reached an outbreak. And I'm like, okay. And, like, I'll do the piglet trick to force reset all the spawns and everything. It's like, no. So I'm just like, okay. I've had that happen several times now. It's not like a part of the map where there's a tunnel or like a cavern or anything, so it's not like in the mountain or in under the ground or anything like that. Because there's like there's a pyroar outbreak in Blueberry today, which I need to do. But the issue is that it's right on the freaking biome dividing line, and usually when they're right on that, I can't get spawns to save my life. I spent, what, 3 hours the other day trying to do a skidoo outbreak because they were just spawning so freaking slowly. And like, I eventually was like, alright, F this, I'm gonna make a grass sandwich because this is the only grass one that spawns here. And I was getting a ton of skidoo spawns, but they weren't part of the outbreak because it was a natural area for them to spawn. So after I finally cleared the outbreak, I still didn't get that shiny. I'm like, I've gotten 3 random shiny Flogga goats, but not a shiny skidoo yet. Alright. So all we're looking for is a pink flower, because sadly, their body color doesn't change. The only thing that changes on these bastards is their flower. Where Sazbak, his head doesn't change, but his body does. I've done like 7 outbreaks for Dunsparce with no luck too. Hello, Toxel. They're little adorables. I did, what was the one I got last week? It was an evolutionary line from Scarlet and Violet I got last week. Oh, Toadstool and Toadscruel. I got those 2 last week. That was nice. I also just like that those are very easy to spot shinies, because fair warning, one of my outbreaks today is Tandemaus. Which, yes, I still need shinies for them. I don't know if I'm gonna go for the, like, 3-form family or the 3-segment Dunsparce shiny just yet. That might be after we've completed the initial shiny decks of having at least 1 representative and then doing the alternate forms. That's just a wild-ass Arcanine. Why are you here? Also, just a regular-ass Goomy. Arcanine, why? I was gonna let you chill. You just threw me off with your existence. Now you're gonna get rocks. Stop it. I did do some chain shiny hunting in Let's Go Pikachu. The whole team in Let's Go Pikachu is now like level 50, along with every other Pokemon I have in the box. So, fair warning on that. I was doing a capture chain on Raticate just to see if I could get it to work. Because I'm missing like some of the most random Pokemon from Gen 1 when it comes to shinies. It's a Buizel. I hate when I look at a Pokemon and then like my brain doesn't fully register what it is, so I have to double take and go, wait, what did I see? Oh, I saw a Buizel. Which, good news, tomorrow is my short shift day, so tomorrow I will, as long as I still feel good, we will make up the mist stream from yesterday on Fallout 4 tomorrow, and we'd probably be starting about 3:30 my time, so like an hour from the current time zone. So we will do Fallout this week, as long as I still feel good. Yesterday I was miserable. There was no winning yesterday. I'd sit down and my nose would immediately just start swelling shut because it just was like, nope, all the sinus pressure to you. I'm like, please God, no. Because that's the problem, it's not even snot, it's just pressure. And there's no freaking fever or anything else, there's no eye irritation, it's just my nose going haywire and I hate it. Yes. Do murders. I know you're really slow and you don't want to chase after them, but I highly recommend it. I keep loving how like I see the little dudes off in the distance and they have like this orange tint to me almost because of the freaking moonlight. I like and also hate the dynamic lighting in this game because it makes me question every time I'm looking for a shiny. And I know it's like a subtle like tone shift. I was doing a dugong outbreak yesterday and I thought I had found the shiny like 3 times. Nope. It was just that lighting making it look blue. And I was like, oh. I think Dugong's the blue one. It might be Seal. Seal might be the blue one and Dugong might be like the slightly golden one. They're both very white. They just have a color tone to them. There we go. Number's definitely getting lower, yes, but none of them have a pink flower, and therefore it's a problem. Sorry. Have I gotten any repeats lately? Yeah, I got... No, Corefish wasn't a repeat. Corefish was, what was it? I caught a Corefish, and that's what I evolved my shiny Croncodon from. Corefish was completing the evolutionary line. I'm trying to think if I've gotten any repeats that actually had to go to the repeats pile. You have a yellow flower. You're running away. Nova, what are you doing, baby? Hey. Okay, she's just meerkatting up the window because it's wide open. She's like, ooh, window, fresh air. Hang on, is it... I'm hearing a weird noise and I gotta figure out what it is real quick. Okay, mystery solved. It's trying to rain, but it's not quite managing it. So it's like this weird staccato of occasionally this large fat raindrop hitting the tin roof. I was like, wait, why does that sound so, like, wrong? Because we haven't achieved actual rainfall. We've achieved an cheap imitation rainfall. A rain piddle. Yes, it doesn't have the pink flower. It must be eliminated. You don't have a pink flower. You definitely don't. You don't. Where did the Riolu come from? You just spawned into existence, sir. Stop it. Get help. Oh no, I hear a Fletchinder. God, please no. There's not many left. No dip. I think I'm being chased by this Fletchinder. Oh, it's up in the tree. Okay, that's why. I still don't see one with the pink flower. Which, to be fair, I did get Cutie Fly on my last outbreak yesterday, so it'll probably be 2 or 3 outbreaks before I get another shiny. That's fine. It's okay. Murder. Because it seems like if I don't do a sandwich and I don't do resets, about every 2 to 3 outbreaks I get a shiny. And whether or not it's a Pokemon that is from the outbreak is a whole nother issue. You're just murdering deerlings over there, aren't you? There we go. No running. Everyone gets sacrificed. If you're not the one we look for, you get sacrificed. Alright, where is... There we go. Yellow flower. Yellow flower. Hello, Skidoo. How are you? I swear, the deerling outbreaks are always near Skidoo spawns. I'm just like, If I ever have to make a sandwich for you guys for whatever reason, it's got to be a normal type one, and I don't like the fact that it has to be a normal type sandwich. Hello. Oh, gotta murder the lechonk. The chunky chunk. I still need to get the Tarantula and the Spidops Chinese. I also still need Scatterbug. I will preface this right now. I am not getting all 63 patterns of Scatterbug shiny. We're not doing it. I will get one shiny Scatterbug. Your girl's crazy. She's not that crazy. That's one that we loop back to. Yes, I know I did the 8 base forms of Alcremie, okay? But in my defense, we had an event for those outbreaks. To date, I've had one Scatterbug outbreak, you asshole, and one Pavilion outbreak. That's it. Yes. Bring on the rain. Defeat the pollen, please. Also, bring on the wind just so my freaking house can air out some more. Okay, it dispersed. I missed the pop-up for it. That's fine. Okay, so swing and a miss on number 1. Which I'm cool with. And then, not Hoppip. There was somebody else. Tab Bulb. That's right. Tab Bulb was the other one. I think that's the other one of them. Yeah. Tab Bulb's the only other one in Paldea itself, and then it's to Kitakami. I think there was 3, and I think there's 1 or 2 in Blueberry. And oh no. Ooh, I'll go with that one. Whee! Flight. The Paldean Tauros shiny is going to be a pain in my ass. That much I do know. Yeah, but are you guys actually up here, or are you down in the water? So a funny feeling you're down in the water, and if so, that's gonna be the bane of, my existence. Because these guys suck at spotting the shiny because it's just the tiniest, his little orange bits become red. So it's not very obvious until you're on top of the little bastards. And for whatever reason, I have the worst time with depth perception and how close I actually am to these guys. I've been catching Pokemon for just my dex. Ooh, nice. See, I completed a full-on true living dex and then decided I needed to make it worse on myself by going for a shiny living dex. At least as many as I could get legitimate anyway, since we still have, what, 20-something now behind shiny locks permanently? Until they either do an event or, we get a game where they're actually released. No, okay. I do have a little blue duck. Nice. Psyduck's such a, I like Psyduck shiny color. Right now, I'm just bouncing around with the outbreaks that I do have. And because, I'm just below halfway. You're not the shiny. You can murder it. For proprietary sake. Come here. I also have a Gyarados. Gyarados is a really good one. I remember, so I started with Crystal, so I remember the Lake of Rage shiny Gyarados. It was amazing. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Both full odds? Nice. I am as close to full odds as I can get anymore because I have the shiny charm. There we go. Okay. Anybody else? Are we spawning in the wall again? Working towards that? Yep. It's a pain. I think I just got it in Brilliant Diamond, which I don't have many Pokemon left from Brilliant Diamond that I can hunt in other games. Get it? Thank you. Like, I chose you because you could fly. Just some Paradox Mons left? Nice. I definitely need to... I'm not looking forward to shiny hunting the Paradox Mons. I really am not. Those are gonna be the last ones I do of Gen 9. Mainly because the Magneton one is impossible to find. Dude, it's so hard to spot. In my opinion, it's really hard to spot the metallic shinies in this game because, like, yes, they're all basically gold. But because of dynamic lighting, the silvery chrome looks gold half the time. There it goes. Like, it took me forever to get my last shiny Magnemite, because I'm like, I can't tell if it's gold or not. The Varooms I didn't have a hard time with, but Magnemites were awful. I finally got the last one for that line, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Where are you going, Roaring Moon? Like, seriously, bud. I'm not gonna lie, this is not a great spot for there to be an outbreak, but... No, I know. I've got Violet as well. If it's a Pokemon game and it's physically available on the Switch besides Snap, I have a copy. There we go. Yeah. I've played too many Pokemon for far too long without enough friends for trading. Stake Legends? Yeah, so the Stake Legends aren't bad. I'm just really sad that they're shiny locked. Wait, why did I Dragon Dance? Oh well. Also, I can't. There we go. I'm no longer fused as Roaring Moon. Psyduck, why, bud? Because the fish is meta now? Yeah. Chinyu or whatever. The goldfish. Dude, I'm so disappointed that one's shiny locked because it just got a solid shiny spray. Of course, I mean, Christ. We've got friggin' Victini over here who's been shiny locked since Gen 5, so... Why are you up here? Why? Why are you guys just up on the cliff? Go back down. You weird floating thingies. Okay, I don't think any of those are shiny. I'll have to check the one on the other bank, though. But first... Rawr. They floaty boys? Yeah, they floaty boys. Oop. Oh, that was just hella delayed. Okay. Well, at least it's not work yelling at me for once. Let me guess, they just despawned because this is area 2. Yep, okay. This is why I'm not a fan of any of the outbreaks that are like right on the lines for dividing areas, because oh my god. It's way too easy to accidentally reset your spawns by hopping out one side of the river. Which I need a sip of water. I don't think you're part of the outbreak, but you're a tadpole, so. Oh, allergy season. You plague me so. Do, 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 do. It's the spot where I found my random shiny Psyduck. Nice. I think both of... No. Well, okay. So one of my shiny Psyducks came from Legends Arceus, and then my shiny Golduck came from Legends Arceus, because that was my first shiny alpha, was the Golduck. Now that one has a special title, but it's not shiny. There we go. I feel like you guys are floating around, but also fusing into the wall again. So I have that issue a lot in Scarlet, where things just get stuck in walls. Can you see? And sadly, no. I wish they had like an indicator for it, because they would have had more like, oh yeah, you can tell if it's got a mark, you can tell if it's big, you can tell if it's small. Yeah, see, he's knocking them out and they're in the wall. They're in the walls again. Damn it. I can't tell. Also, hi Marvel, how are you today? Oh, I heard one. I am better than yesterday. I can kind of mostly breathe on my own. Allergies have decided that I need to not exist, and it's just awful. That's why I'm still sniffly today. Which I may have to get up and grab the tissue box here in a minute. Well, it's mostly... See, now you guys all spawn. No, that's orange. At least Belly Bolt also gets outbreaks, because Belly Bolt's a lot easier to spot than these guys. Go get it. You're letting it float away. Alright, now burn to this one. Definitely getting lower. We're just now to getting lower? What? You're not a shiny. I see the orange. Okay, you boys both have orange. Ooh, Glossopod. The Wimpod evolution. There we go. Yes. Hup, hup. Hello. I hear one. Where is it? I hear many. Where are they? You've become one with the wall, haven't you? Guys, it's not that hard to fix a spawn to not be in the walls. There we go. Murder. There's that. Nope, nope. That! I touched it. Again, depth perception gets messed up with these. Try to clear this wave, and then we'll, like, I'll grab my tissue box so I can actually blow my nose. Alright, so you get Murmur. And then, over here. There we go. Yes, good, good. Man. Which, by the way, I hope y'all's Thursday is going well. Is it Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday. They picked up cardboard today. Sometimes I'll run into a tiny Pokemon because it hides in the grass. Yeah. The amount of times I've just bonked into a tiny baby Pokemon that I couldn't see because it was just one with the ground, and I'm like, uh-huh. Why you choose to fight, little one? Or you step out and you feel bad because you're like, oh, well, you were tiny. Now you're squished. Now you're pancaked. There we go. Nope. 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 Ring. What are you? You're murdering the ones in the wall again. Yep. You're just steadily murdering the ones in the wall. You were tiny and now you're a smear across the Paldean landscape? Yes. Okay. Damn it. I also get thrown off whenever, like, you're riding along and you see, like, what was it that did it to me the other day? I saw like a Q fan. It was like literally on the opposite side of my screen. And all of a sudden it's like, no, you're in battle with this Q fan now. I'm like, how? How? I was nowhere near the thing. Did it spit at me or something? Oh no. I gotta love Scarlet trying to threaten to crash on me. You're not gonna let me. Oh, you are. So I don't know if it's gonna let me lock onto that one since it's in the waterfall. That's orange. Orange. Disney one with little red accents. Bad part is I haven't been counting either, so I have no idea. Okay. I know to prevent slowdown crashes, you need to just restart the game every now and then. Yeah, but I mean, I haven't even been running the game for a solid 20 minutes yet. Because I was messing around in home originally. It's so annoying. I'm sorry, I wasn't expecting to see Roaring Moon just under the water. There's one in the wall that you're trying to get at, aren't you? Yeah, look at it. It's like, there's one here. I just can't reach it. Or is it this one that you were trying to reach? Oh, pathing. What did I step on? Oh, hello. What did I step on? The tiny creature that you're currently murdering a bunch of. Fire! Alright. Back down in the water. I saw your exclamation point of surprise. You're murdering in the wall again, aren't you? Yes, you are. Is there another one in the wall? It's just funny watching Roaring Moon Spirit's face across the wall. I'm like, yes, I must murder. There's one in the wall. No, it's definitely in the wall this time. Okay. All right there, bud. Oh, hello. Hi. Alright, let's go over here, and we'll loop back around to it. Because the spawns, they break. Every opportunity they get. Boop. There we go. Do 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 do. Murder. Also, the fact that we're getting their mucus, which I did finally do the battle point spending for the frickin' item lotto thingy in Blueberry. I finally did do that. I don't think you guys are part of the outbreak. I think you're just normal spawns, but you know. For the sake of being thorough. There we go. Let's see. Okay, I don't even see the other ones, but it says it dispersed, so. Oh, and 2. So I double check the one that's up here. Alright, so I don't need Growlithe. I don't need Hoppip. There's not a lot in Paldea today. That's fine. Next. Hatena, I need all 3. I need both Paldean Wooper and, or not Paldean Wooper, Jotonian Wooper and Quagsquire. We need Tandem Mouse. Or something else? Oh, okay, yeah, Starly we definitely don't freaking need. So... you are either going to be right outside or you're going to be in the mountain itself. I'm saving you for last because you're going to be either the easiest or the most annoying. Let's go see if we can find some pink axolotls. Which, while that's doing that, 1 second. I'll be right back. I need tissues. Okay, I am back. Bloody trees try to murder me. Alright. Yes, we are right next to the Wooper. Woopa! You up front, because you make this easier. Because they don't have the ground typing just yet. Yes. There's so many Woopers. Yes! All the babies! Wooper's one of my favorites, man. He's just head empty. Whoop-ah. What movie is it? There's a movie with a Pokemon short, like it's a Pokemon movie, but it has a short in front of it normally. And it's like, I think it was like the daycare one. And all I remember about Wooper, like the whole reason I fell in love with Wooper was just a little freaking happy, but like just smiling without a thought in his head as he go down the river towards the freaking waterfall of doom. It's great. I love some of the anime cries from Pokemon. Yes! Some of them are so silly. There we go. Not me looking around, just be like, did we have a pink one anywhere? Regirock especially. Isn't Regirock like auto-tuned to crap and like high pitch, or am I thinking of Regice from the anime? It's been forever since I've watched anything Gen 3. I mean, I watched the anime pretty religiously up until the end of Gen 4. Of course, I still to this day think, look it up, it's funny, oh god. Woopers, why have we stopped spotting? I'm gonna go this way. It sounds like a dubstep song. Oh my god. Alright, hang on. We're just gonna do that. We'll see. It was Regirock, right? Yeah, Regirock. Regirock meme, oh god. Yeah, so like the one I was thinking was Regice. Oh, the right. I don't know why I was thinking that was his in-game cry and not his anime cry. The well, it does have the duh noise, it's the noise, but I can't quite make it because my nose keeps trying to kill me. Sinus pressure is a pain in the ass. Nope, that way. Yeah. I was thinking, what are you doing? You just went right past it. What was that noise? Hang on. Did I hear the Spinneract? Oh no, there was a Sentret just trying to casually drown itself again. Okay. That explains that. I was like, that's not a water type Pokemon noise that I know of. It's because it's not. It's a Sentret. Poliwag, definitely don't need those. We have the frog line complete. Which one thing I have not worked on has been the soft resets in Leaf Green for Shiny Squirtle. I'm like, I have maybe an hour or two for shiny hunting a day right now, so I've just been doing the outbreaks. Yes, Surskit. Ah! I love Surskit's little cry, it's so cute. Why did we spawn a bunch of Starly right there, game? Spawns are weird in this game. Alright, while you're murdering those, we're gonna hop up here. And hopefully I can get those Starlies to despawn. Hi, don't come for me, Heracross. Yes. Murder. And we've got one down here. How many more are you murdering? There was like 2. Okay, thank you. And we've got these guys. I know they're not technically part of the outbreak, but it really is. I love the anime cries sometimes because they're just like, oh, well, they can't always just say their name. I still need to find someone who can make me the animated emote of the Gibble doing Gib with little grabby hands. It's so cute. Gibble. Gibble. Definitely getting lower. No dip. Because you guys are stopped and spotted them. Hello, Corfish. I don't need you to be pink anymore, so please don't be pink. We don't need pink lobster, we need pink axolotl. Hello, Fomantis. Hello, Choodle. Those are ducklets. Speaking of Choodle. Da-da-da. Rotom, did you just break again? Okay. Oh god, the Pokemon movie has so many mistakes, like calling Nidoqueen a water type. Yes! Oh yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that one. Threw me off real hard the first time. I was like, wait, what? I mean, to be fair though, we're working with what, 90s dubs? Like, yeah, 90s, early 2010 dubs. Ugh. Brock, you guys can have this jelly donut that I found. No, I've not seen the 3D remake of it. Mind you, that man was not holding a jelly donut. He was holding onigiri, which is a rice ball. But they didn't think American kids would relate to what a rice ball was, so they made him call it a jelly donut. Like the dumb anime, man. I need to find it, because all I've ever seen is clips. I need to watch the English dub of Ghost Stories, because that shit's so unhinged. Everyone's like, oh, these clips are the abridged. No, those are the real actual clips from the anime. It's not that bad. I mean... There we go. This is what happens with... It's all on YouTube. Awesome. I know what I'm doing later tonight. I'm so cautious of looking up anime on YouTube because I remember having to watch like Inuyasha freaking episode 1 part 5 and shit on YouTube because that's how people used to get around the DMCA because it had to be so long. Where now it's like 30 seconds of audio and you get DMCA'd. So people just upload it in 10-minute bursts or 5-minute bursts. Oh my god. There we go. Oh, Quasquire. I would have laughed if that had been pink. Alright. The Axolotl, who evolves into what is, I believe, a giant salamander. I think that's what he's based off of. There's not many left. Well, can I please get a pink one? Pretty please with sprinkles on top? I mean, if not, I'll just wait till the next outbreak, but still. Rhoda, what was the Cetra doing to you? That Cetra was living life. You murdered it. I mean, Golden Cetra wouldn't be bad either, because I still only have Ferret for that line. I'm waiting for the rain to actually come back. Because it keeps trying to rain. And it stops like a minute later. I'm like, please stop. I need you to decide if you're gonna rain or not. On the other channel, the what Pokemon was you had Digimon talking about divorce and real life threats? Yeah! Digimon was wild. If I remember correctly, I was like 5 or 6 the first time I watched Digimon, and something about it gave me nightmares at one point. To be fair though, I think I watched one of the Digimon movies and I was sick. So, you know, fever dreams really don't help add to that experience. It's like the first time I ever watched a Studio Ghibli movie, it was Princess Mononoke. And I was sick with a fever at like 3 a.m. and I just woke up in the middle of this movie playing on Stars. Yeah, I was out of it. And then I could never find that movie again for the longest time, and I thought I had just fever dreamed the whole thing. Hi. Rotom. That one. Thank you. Hello, good dudes. From a Pokemon research standpoint, though, outbreaks have to be a very interesting thing, because what's causing the Pokemon to, like, congregate here? Ecological standpoint, are they technically reproducing? Is their, like, favorite food available all of a sudden in mass quantities, you know? That'd be interesting if we had, like, an outbreak of Pikachu and near that outbreak was, like, an outbreak of Cramorant because there was a bunch of Pikachus. That would be funny. Okay, is it still active? Oh, there's some. They're on the bank. Hello, dudes. The American dub of Digimon movie was actually the 3 shortest films smashed together. Had the coolest soundtrack. It did. It sucks whenever you see something, don't see it for a while, then you think you made it up. Dude, I was like 7 or 8 at the time when that happened too. So like, I was completely like, of the mind. I'm like, yeah, I completely dreamed that up. While I was sick. Nope. Was an actual movie. Found it again many years later and went, oh. And like I caught it from the beginning too, so I actually understood the context of the movie way more. Because when I woke up, that movie was like halfway done, so I was hella lost and confused. All right, no pink axolotl. Sadness. The other one's to the opposite side, right? Yeah, Tandem Mouse. We're gonna run to Wisteria Pond. And then, yeah, Palmont's not in party right now. Ghost Stories is my kind of humor. Dude, there's so much, like, good humor in that. I still have an episode of the show that I remember nothing of, and I'm curious as if I've made it up or not. Don't even remember what if the show was real? Man. See, okay. Who here has watched the original animated Teen Titans? Not Teen Titans Go, but the one that was on, fuck, was it Nickelodeon? Yeah. It might have also been Cartoon Network. I don't remember who had it, but the one with Tara Strong voicing, like, you had Tara Strong and somebody else. Who was the other big voice actor on that one? Crap. I know Tara was on there because she voiced Tara. And then I think she also voiced Starfire. You watched some episodes? Okay. So that show, they got canceled, right? Like they did 5 seasons. There was actual stories. There was actual character development going on and stuff. I can't believe Rock's voice actor also voiced Kaiba. Yeah. I know they kept some of the voice actors between the main cast, which is what throws me off. But anywho, in the original Teen Titans animated series, at least the one I grew up with, it had arcs and it had overall interconnected episodes and everything. Like, it wasn't just one-off episodes that had nothing to do with each other. There was actually a story being told there. Well, it got canceled. And me being me, I didn't know that it got canceled. And James, yes. James is a perfect king. I love him. So imagine me watching, you know, what I thought was the next episode of the series, not knowing it was the last episode of the series. Because, like, you know, the end of, what was it, season 3, we have Beast Boy, you know, gearing up to deal with the Brotherhood. I've seen the original, I've also seen Go. That's just weird. Go is like a fever dream. The episodes I've seen of Teen Titans Go are just fever dreams, every single one of them. And I can't tolerate it for longer than 5 minutes before I have to change the channel, because I'm just like, what happened? But, like, oh, so to preface this, the end of season 3 was like a bunch of people getting stolen or like kidnapped. Have you seen Horizons? I haven't seen Horizons yet. I need to watch it, but I also don't want to play for Netflix again. It's on the I will watch it later. I'm excited to see what they do with Pokemon based upon not having Ash. Because I loved the miniseries they have on YouTube and stuff where we're revisiting other trainers that, you know, again, it doesn't revolve around Ash. Ash wasn't bad, but I was just very tired of Ash. That's why I'd stopped watching after Gen 4, was I was just so tired of Ash. But anywho, so a lot of the Teen Titans members were being stolen. Has that Gen 1 adventure feel? Ooh, nice. I will definitely have to check it out at some point then. Probably once I'm back stateside and no longer living in another country. Gives me time to binge. No, that's a Swadloon. I was like, what am I staring at? It's a Swadloon. But anywho, so a bunch of the Titan members and honorary Titans and stuff are being kidnapped. And so I think you're correct on that, Manticore. I think you are. I'm being the first of female protagonists. We've had female side characters, but I don't think we've ever had a main protagonist. But yeah, people were getting kidnapped, and Beast Boy was the last one left. And he's like, oh, like he had ties to Brother Blood from his time with Doom Patrol or whatever, Rita and all them. So he was going to try to save his friends, and I was so hyped for that season. And then the final episode, because of the cancellation, so they just got to they realized they were canceled. It was just like, oh, okay. And so they did the final farewell, and it was just kind of like after, basically. And so the next episode was just cut to everyone being back and Beast Boy having grown and stuff, and I was so confused. I was like, I've missed a whole season, where is it? No, it just the show had gotten canceled. I was so upset. It's plus possible teen lesbian romance story? Ooh, I'd be impressed if they actually went that direction with Pokemon though. Because Nintendo is kind of like Disney. It exists if we can make money off of it, but other than that, it's not allowed to exist. And I know the Pokemon Company and Nintendo are technically two different entities, and Nintendo is only, like, technically supposed to be hands-on when it comes to the games, but they're so intertwined at this point, like, dear God. It's very hard to tell where Pokemon starts and Nintendo begins type of thing. Stops, starts, whatever. You guys get what I'm saying. I said I was better. I didn't say I was coherent. Also, in my defense, I've spent the past 4 nights sleeping on my couch because that was the only way I could get any semblance of sleep. Wolf's one brain cell is currently a half cell today. That's a Rockruff. That's not a mouse. There's so many of you guys. Why are you all down here? I just need the tiny mouse with the golden pants instead of the blue pants. I'm glad that it has that energy. Also, the battles are way cooler now. Do we use more than 4 moves and actually have strategy to battles now? My biggest thing is she gonna go to a different region after Paldea? And is she gonna forget everything she learned in Paldea? Because that's what pissed me off with Ash the most was, yes, I'm gonna leave everybody but Pikachu behind. Not just Ash one-hitting everything, good. Everything but Pikachu's gonna forget the super cool move that it learned in the last region. That shit always boggled my mind. Yes. I've left Sinnoh and we're now in Unova. We're never using Volt Tackle ever again. What? There we go. Because let's be real. In this... Oops. Ran into the charge bug. I know, it's Captain Pikachu, right? Like, I've seen clips, I just haven't sat down and actually watched the show. Because we have the Captain Pikachu who does the flying thing. where he like spins in a like circle really fast or runs in a circle really fast and he causes like the electric tornado thingy. Burrowed its way underground. Okay. I mean, I can't do anything about that. It's gonna hurt, but... I wish they hadn't stopped Teen Titans after season 5 when I watched that season on DVD however many years ago. Yeah. Also, the supporting cast is unique and cool. That's good. I'm glad to see that they are willing to expand on supporting cast a lot more, because that was kind of always a bad thing with Pokemon was... You would have, like... So whenever Ash went to Orange Islands and we had, what was it, Tori introduced, the artist, I was so excited. I was like, that's so cool. Because it was kind of that expansion outside of, you know, everyone's a trainer or a gym leader type of thing. And then just, they're like, yep, Tori's staying here. Oh, okay. And like, they just never kind of really brought it up again unless it was just like a random cameo from him. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, see, that was the thing, Marvel. I'd finished... season 5, like you'd said, don't do it. And I was like, oh, where's the next season? You now have a chef, an engineer, a computer wizard, a professor. See, that's really cool to me. Because that's the fun thing. The Pokemon world is full of so much potential. I'm gonna get a little bit of hate for this. Okay, so the reason things like Pokemon, Harry Potter are very popular. The reason I say Harry Potter is because there's lots of people who do great things with the Wizarding world as we know it, in terms of Harry Potter, plus some others. The issue is that the creator is a not nice human being. They're also not a great writer either, if you go back and kind of read some stuff. Don't get me wrong, love the world of Harry Potter. But the lack of expansion upon that world is so sad to me. Like, I love it whenever we have worlds like Harry Potter and Pokemon that have all this potential. And I like seeing them expand and grow over time, not just be pigeonholed. Yeah, no, I feel that. Again, I love Harry Potter. Will admit, I very much love it. But it makes me sad knowing that instead of expanding upon their world and letting people be happy with it, they try to ruin their world for people. It's just like, why? Why'd you share it then? It reminds me of the days on fanfic.net, because yes, I've been on the internet longer than AO3 has existed. That people, I don't like your criticism, no flames. When it's just, hey, question, why did you make this world's rule but then ignore it? There's constructive criticism, there's nitpicking, and then there's whatever the fuck was going on with fanfic.net. There we go. Which, fanfiction.net is still around. It's just not the same, because as far as I'm being bit! Indiana, why? Why? I wasn't doing anything to use her. You lived on one? You lived on one to take yourself out with takedown. All right. But no, I love whenever worlds actually get expanded upon and we start seeing more day-to-day life aspects of that world. Like, Pokemon researchers have interested me for a very long time. Okay. Again, field biology major for college. But the funny thing to me is like, oh, I study evolution and I study, I just study Pokemon in general. Okay, cool. I study breeding technically with, what was it, Elm? Because we got eggs in Gen 2. It's like, okay, cool. But we don't have them, oh yeah, I study, the habitats, I study relationships of Pokemon. Like, you could do something really interesting with the mechanics of the outbreaks, but I don't see them doing it. You could have one day where it's a bunch of Pikachu, and then near that outbreak the following day, where that Pikachu spot was the day before, you have Cramorant, because Cramorant's a natural predator of Pikachus, which I find hilarious. Same thing goes for like Arrokuda. Cynthia studied the legends and mythology of Pokemon. She did, and that's one of the aspects I love about Cynthia. It's not just the strong step on me mummy vibes that she gives off. It's also just, she was incredibly smart and looked about it in my opinion, in Pokemon in a different lens. Yes, Marvel, that's why my bio section says field scientist that gets booted from world to world, because of what I studied in college. I can't, okay. I was like, I can't see their pants to tell if they're shiny or not. These little suckers are so short and they blend into the grass really well. I just have to look for the one my Pokemon refuses to punch. But I love when they expand upon their day-to-day life. And it's something so simple, because not everyone's a trainer, not everyone's a coordinator, not everyone's a gym leader, not everyone's a researcher. But there's so much potential with the worlds of Pokemon, with even Harry Potter outside of Hogwarts itself. I mean, Hogwarts is just London. Well, you're England, but still. See, you know what, one thing I really wanted from Harry Potter? I wanted stories about, what was it, Percy, I think was the one who studied dragons of the Weasleys? I want stories about Percy and his dragons. Like, I wanted to know more about the dragons and all that stuff. And we never really expanded on it. It made me sad. I'm a sucker for that type of expansion. See, I'm fine with that. Not every Pokemon's gonna like their trainer, theoretically. Some Pokemon aren't gonna like people. Cats are the same way. I have a cat right now. She tolerates everything that my husband and I do. But at the same time, she will, at the drop of a hat, decide she's done with us and lets us know. There we go. She has to study its behavior. See, that's cool. See, Pikachu and Ash didn't like each other. Well, Pikachu didn't like Ash originally, but if I remember correctly, in the original version of the show, Pikachu had been either returned or didn't work out with its first trainer. If I remember correctly, I want to say Pikachu had a trainer before Oak had a hold of it. But yeah, no, like, Ash never learned Pikachu's behavior. Pikachu just started liking Ash eventually because of the Sparrow incident. It's like, it's interesting that you have to, like, study your Pokemon's behavior, understand what it's feeling and everything else, because we've proven, at least in basic lore, that, yeah, these guys are semi-sentient to a certain extent. I also love the dubiousness of the fact that people, or the Pokemon series itself in the universe is like, maybe we eat Pokemon. Maybe we just eat regular animals that exist, you know? Also, we didn't get a shiny Tandemaus and it made me sad. Hi, Ralts. If you could have a blue head, I would appreciate it, because I need a shiny Ralts. Anywho, what else is here? Was it just the Hatenas left? I didn't get that many outbreaks today, which is weird. Yeah, it's Hatenas, because I definitely don't need Starly. Ah! Right here, wrong button. Tell me I've been playing on an Xbox controller without telling me. It also doesn't help that both my controllers are purple galaxy colors. Yes. Alright. Ooh. What move are you? Solar Beam? Oh, you were actually taking damage. Or was that from the... That might have been from the Mighty Yana. I want galaxy controllers. I go out of my way to find, like, the ones that have the like, galaxy print on them that are, like, purple and or Aurora Borealis colors. These are just dark purple with, like, the galaxy star prints on them, which I'm completely fine with, because that's what my controllers both are, and my desk mat is as well. I like space. I didn't like it enough to study it exclusively, but I like space. It's very pretty. The vastness of it is terrifying, though. Yes, I know I could teleport. Don't judge me. It's cold. I'm trying to get more things to spawn in so that we have a possible shiny favorite roll. I don't know. It's weird. Pikachu has an episode detailing where it came from. See, I'm cool about that. On Ash's adventure? Okay. Like I said, I just vaguely remember, like... I will point out, Pokemon games were originally released in the US in 1966. If I remember correctly, I'm like maybe a month older than Pokemon. I'd have to check the actual official release date for the games itself. Matter of fact, hold up. Cause y'all know what month I was born. Pokemon, let's check Red. Release date in the US. It was a Pichu in the well, got lost, was adopted by a Kinga. And when sitting in its pouch, that's adorable. Okay, I'm like 6 months older than Pokemon itself in the video game release in the US. I'm a week older for the Japan release. So yeah, if I remember correctly, the show started airing in 1999 was when the first anime show started for Pokemon. If that's the case, if I'm remembering that correctly, I didn't get into Pokemon until I was like 6 or 7 because of my cousin. So I was a little bit behind everything, which worked out in my favor because, you know, small and we didn't have a whole lot of access to anything. It's more mice. But you say it's here. As long as it's in the maw and not on the head. Yeah, they're here. Okay. Eventually got too big to sit in. It felt bad anyway. Ended up seeing a Mew save the Kinga baby and evolved. Was found by Professor Oak in the class he was teaching. He caught it. Ah, okay. See, that's adorable backstory for Ash's Pikachu. There we go. Now they're spawning. Fair warning, I have no idea what this shiny looks like. I have no idea if it's loud or if it's subtle, but we'll find out if we find it. Maybe cry, and I don't cry at anything. See, that reminds me of the comic. There's a fan comic that, like, strip. Because it's not very many panels. And it's this Charizard and its, like, parent walking along. And they're reminiscing at a grave of another Pokemon. Yeah, that Pokemon that raised that Charizard from a Charmander was a Ditto. And it was like dealing with the passing of the Ditto. Like, it's so freaking sad. There's a lot of y'all. Like, I know you guys normally spawn here, but there's a lot of y'all. Yeah, no, like, I don't normally cry at stuff, but that, like, was one of those random comics that just made me tear up the first time I saw it. I was like, oh my god, that's so, like, cute and sweet, but my heart. I knew he won his first ever league because they finally retired him after he won his league. Which he should have freaking won. Like, there's so many other leagues he should have won that they're just like, nah, he doesn't deserve to win. It's like, bro, he got bodied so many times. Yeah, because it's the one versus him and Leon, isn't it? Yeah. Which I will give them credit for Ash letting Ash beat Leon. I feel like Leon was a good champion for Ash to have won against, quote unquote, compared to like other champions that we have available in the series. I would not want to see Ash versus Geeta. I really wouldn't. Or even Ash versus Nemona. It was a world championship? Yes! Good. Good for Ash. He has a lot of experience. Like, that's the thing, Ash is very smart when it comes to battling for the most part, but other times he's just dumb. It's like, dude, how can you have someone who's this smart, but also this dumb? Says the person who's a constant example of this. At least I know not to lick the wall sockets. This time it wasn't going up against trainers with legendaries, yeah, or a mythical, you know, because didn't Tobias have a freaking Darkrai at one point? Yes, spawn back in. Yeah. Like I said, sometimes they're like he's too smart at battling, so we have to give him a disadvantage in a Latios. Yeah, see, but I don't count the Latios because we've seen Ash's Charizard bully and body legendaries before. The Darkrai was the bullshit one. Like, I still remember that freaking Charizard versus Entei fight from the third movie. That was a hype for me. I still have that on DVD. Yeah, I do. I have the third movie and I have 2000, because that's the one with Lugia. I was thinking the exact same thing. Yeah, no, I'm like... you've got you've got two Titan Pokemon essentially that aren't very effective against each other, and Charizard still bodied Entei. Forever was a cool concept. It really was. So the whole reason of Pokemon Forever existing, that movie existing, is why I like Celebi as much as I do. Yes, I know it looks like an onion, but I liked the whole tie-in with that. Yes, the time travel, the loop of it, like that movie made me fall in love with Suicune and Celebi. 110% will admit it. Which it's funny because you'd think, oh, that's why you like a lot of legendaries and mythicals. No, no, no. Because here's the thing. I love Landform Shaman. I hate Sky Shaman because the movie had him as such a cocky little shit. Young Oak, yes. And that's the thing. Just Oak chilling, sketching Pokemon, you know. He's just a dude. It's like, that's cool. I like seeing them before, you know, they were super popular and stuff. That's why I love the little, like, what was it? I think there's 2 or 3 mini-series on YouTube channel itself for Pokemon, where you've got, like, we had the Galar gym leaders kind of as a focus in their day lives and stuff. Yes! Mewtwo was designed to be untouchable in that first movie, and I loved his whole story and his backstory. Like, that whole just... Yes, exactly. You can't use a normal tactic, you have to think outside the box, and it may not work. Like, anything against Mewtwo is a Hail Mary, and it may or may not work because he's just that tough. Yeah, make him acknowledge his feelings. I like how they do a lot of that. And that's the thing, I always leaned towards the movies over the anime. And it's because, yeah, the anime had some silly moments and stuff, but the movies just hit so much harder in my opinion. Go. But again, Pokemon is a vast world and I love it. We don't even know, you know, technically, we don't know the full extent of the Pokemon universe because we don't know when they're gonna be like, all right, we're done making Pokemon. This is why. I will say this until the day I die. The day they decide that they are done with Pokemon, done with the games, done with everything. Yeah, anime is way too much filler. I want them to send Pokemon off with the Hail Mary of all games, which is, here's every region. Pick your starter region and go through every region on your own epic journey. That, I think, is the only way that Pokemon can truly be sent off if they ever decide they're done with being Pokemon, you know? I want to start in whatever region I want, pick whatever starter I want, and go through however many regions there are. I don't care. I don't care if I'm 100+ years old. I will still do my best to buy and play that game. Simply because this has been my childhood and I love every minute of it. This is by far, like, this specific game is not my favorite. But, I mean, wait, hold up. No, okay, it was the Noibat that caught my attention. I was like, wait a minute, is that a different color? No, no, no. But I have to admit, Pokemon has a long history of being a glitchy, coded mess. Looking at you for freaking blue and red. They're on record for saying we don't know how they work, they just work. Because they didn't know what they were doing. But yeah, just let me go, man. Definitely the norm and just live past 100 to play the game. Dude, if I knew it was coming, I'd fucking live out of spite. I really would. Because again, it's so different. Blue and red were held together with hopes and dreams and all the duct tape they had in the office. Exactly. I love that that's on official record, that they're like, we don't know how we did it, we just did it. It fits so well with the little meme of, don't ask me how I did it, I just did it and it was hard. Green, it's its own special thing. Dude, someone has a freaking, someone's been doing did a fan translation. Oh, dang, no shiny there either? Wow. I know green is legit broke. But someone's been doing, making the fan translation for it from Japanese to English, and I'm like, yes, I need to eventually spend the 20 bucks on that cartridge. I mean, to be fair, you can break any Pokemon game, because I have the digital so I love that when they did on the 3DS before they shut down the eShop, you can buy the OG Pokemon games as a virtual console game. Oh my god. It's so much fun, because in that one I still have Yellow, and I have the freaking Mew. I have the Mew from the glitch. I have a Yellow cartridge as well, Manticore. I've got to fix my GameCube, and I'm planning on streaming it. I gotta replace the internal battery on my GameCube. But fun fact, guys, the reason the GameCube repair has been delayed, even though I have the battery for it, whoever did the modification where I can switch it from the US mode to the Japanese mode for the region lock, I have read some of the manga, not a lot of the manga. I know it's really brutal. But fun fact, whoever did that modification, they lost the screws to the shell of the GameCube and filled in the holes with hot glue. Was there any other outbreaks here? No, it was Starly. So now we're to Kitakami. Oh god. Yeah, so I had to order in, which hopefully I'll have it in a couple weeks, because my mom just got it yesterday and she's gonna ship it to me. I had to order an extra shell for the GameCube along with replacement screws. So that way after I crack it open to solder in a new battery, I have a shell with all the bits and pieces that isn't fucked. But once that's done, we will do an actual, honest to God, Yellow playthrough on stream. Fun fact, the shell I ordered in is purple. It's just not the same purple. It's not the OEM purple. It's translucent purple, because your girl likes that 90s, early 2000s cliche stuff. There's a game someone made that follows the manga. Ooh, nice. I have 2 fan-made games on cartridge. I have the one where you play with your starter as a Larvitar, and you can play as a Larvitar occasionally, and then Liquid Crystal is the other one that I have. Is it this direction? Okay, so I don't know if this outbreak's gonna work very well. We're gonna try it. I don't have a good track record on the ones that are like right on the edge of the biome. Prism, yes, I have Prism. Because I have red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal, which silver is the only one I have that isn't an official copy. That one I know is counterfeit. I only paid 20 bucks for it because I knew it was counterfeit, but I couldn't justify friggin' 100 bucks at the time. I do have Soul Silver, and I was fine with paying the money for Soul Silver. I also have Heart Gold. I have pretty much any Pokemon game except for Conquest on the cartridges for physical copies. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, you found Pyroars, but none are spawning. Ooh, nice. Oh, it's now trying to skip raining and go straight to hail, I see. Lovely. It's one of those days. Poke6 crashes the game. Yeah. Yeah, I can't use my Liquid Crystal copy because for some reason it's screwed up and I can't set the clock properly with it. So because I can't set the clock properly with it, it freaks out. I need to try it once the GameCube's fixed because the GameCube has an internal clock for it to access. So maybe that'll work. Yeah, it looks like this one's gonna be a bugged out one, sadly, because there's no Pyroar spawning. I'm getting everything but Pyroar. Yep, damn it. Okay, that's what I was afraid of. I just don't have good luck with those. Don't need Scyther. Don't need Executor. You are I think the only other one that I was interested in. Yeah, because there's nothing over on this side. Okay. Well, we'll go see if we can't find a blue orb then. Oh, did I step on a trip pinch? Nope, Rowlet. Sorry, Rowlet. It saves fine and has a built-in clock adjuster. Ah, okay. Yeah, the cartridge I have doesn't want to, like, let me use the clock adjuster. It's like, you don't have it, because I was testing it on my SP, and SP didn't have an turtling clock. So, I guess the custom Pokédex just breaks it. Ah, okay, that wouldn't surprise me. It's probably just like a messed up coding or something, so it's like, I don't know what to do from here. And then it just freaks out. Again, I wish Nintendo wasn't as protective of their proprietary stuff, which I get why, but there's so many good fan-made Pokemon games out there, and it makes me so sad whenever they get DMCA'd. Because most of the time people aren't even charging for the game. They're just letting people play it. But Nintendo's like, no, no, no. Our IP is being used regardless if you're making money or not. Stop it. And it's like, damn it. I get it. Japan doesn't have parity laws, but yeah, exactly. If anything, they're just helping promoting your product. And if you like what your fans have made, reach out to them and be like, hey, we want to make a deal with you. Like, I love when Pokemon fans are like, yeah, I'm gonna make me a different Pokemon game. I like seeing fake mods. Like, so many of the fake mods are really, really good. They're really well thought out. You want to come work with us or something? Yeah, or just like a deal. Hey, we like the fake mon you designed. Would you be willing to, like, sell us the rights to it? Yeah, sure. You know. Use it to their advantage. Like the amount of people who want the old games on the Switch. Dude, I'm one of those people. Especially since they closed down the freaking... They shut down the 3D server. They shut down the eShop for it. I know technically you can still transfer Pokemon up, but... If I can't, like, as of right now, as long as that service is still available, I can take a Pokemon. I catch in Pokemon Yellow, Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue. I can move it all the way up. I have the entire chain to move every single Pokemon up. If they break that chain, though, I'm going to be so sad. I would be devastated. Not because I can't move Pokemon up, but because as a kid, I got attached to my Pokemon in home right now. I have my first 3 Pokemon from, like, they're not my first 3 Pokemon, but they're the first 3 Pokemon I have that I ever ground all the way to level 100 off of just XP grinds. That's weird. And those 3 Pokemon are still sitting at home to this day. They've moved up from Emerald the entire time. Hi, guys. The only reason I don't have my original Meganium from Crystal, because I started with Chikorita, because Crystal was my first ever game, was because the game battery died and I lost my save file. That's the only reason I don't have my OG Chicky, and it makes me so sad. But yeah, like, if they take that away, it'll make me very sad, because that's kind of always like been the coolest thing to Pokemon about me, was the fact that I could take my Pokemon from previous games, move them up, and keep them with me. I have a lot of Pokemon in home that are from older games, like way older games that predate the Switch. Because I have Transporter and I have Bank Access still technically, but as soon as they shut that stuff down and I can't do that anymore, I'm gonna be so sad. Like, just give me the older games, like Game Boy Advance games. Give them to me on the Switch. I don't care if I have to pay another $10 for the emulated version of it, as long as it's legal. Ideally, I hope you guys release it as access to Nintendo Online, because I can see them doing that, because people would then pay the yearly subscription fee. Oops, sorry. With, like, just to have access to the Pokemon games. But it's also weird, because Nintendo just seems to hate doing that. Because here's the funny thing. You have, what was it, Smash Brothers Super Smash Brawl, or is it Melee? Melee, sorry. Melee is the one I'm thinking of. And Melee, to this day, has a very big community. Like, there's still tournaments for this game and everything else, right? This is this GameCube version? Like, it's insane. And for the longest time, Nintendo was like, yeah, you guys can run tournaments, we just don't officially, you know, officiate them. And they're like, okay, yeah, cool. Well, now they've got all those new rules where it's like, if it's over this much money, you can only have this many participants, you gotta pay us and everything else. It's like, bro, why? Why are you going after the Melee people, man? Like, let them vibe, alright? They weren't doing anything but supporting an old game. And they're not running emulators of it, they're running the physical systems with the physical games, which, oh god. Don't even get me started on this whole thing of, oh, you don't, if it's a digital game, you don't own it, you are just buying the you're buying the license for it, and we can revoke it at any time for any reason. That shit irritates the crap out of me. Because the issue is that when you read the end user agreements, it states the data. So if your save is tied to a cloud system of any kind, they can just remove your data and you're fucked. Like, god. Irritates the piss out of me. Because if I don't own it, then what does it matter what do I do to it? If I do own it, why can't I modify it, you know? It's so dumb. And the sad thing is that physical media does have a time limit because eventually things will go bad for it. The Crew being a big example, yes. The Crew, freaking any game industry recently who's just like, yep, we're gonna revoke or change something and there's nothing we can do about it. Oh god, it's doing this again. Why is it doing this again? Why do I have a concussion? Stop it. I hate when it does that effect. It's so harsh. Like, I'm just murdering things. I know I'm technically away from my outbreak, but it's because I was chasing outliers. Still need to get Bear taking from Shoe Shiny. Like, no, man. It makes me sad because so many bigger game companies now just blatantly, they don't care. All they care about is like shareholder happiness, and they're like, yep, we're gonna continue to piss off our fan base. I'm like, the thing that makes you money is what you're going to piss off. Do you not understand how this relationship works? You need us, but you're going to piss enough of your fan base off so it dwindles down. And then you're gonna wonder why you didn't make money. Uh-huh. Like, I know AAA has been really bad lately. Like, any big game studio has been really bad. It's like, that's why we're seeing the rise of the indie game, and I'm all for it. I'm like, give me people who are passionate about games. Like, you guys have seen me fawn over, like, when games look good, or when the sound is amazing there, and the story's right there and gut-wrenching. It's like, what's the game that's popping off right now? Animal Well. Animal Well is, like, really popular right now. That game is all pixel art, and it's 33 megabytes. That's the entire download of it. Dude custom made his own engine. The old school shooter market is passionate. It is. It really is. For a good reason. Almost any old school game market is very passionate about their game. And some people find comfort in it. Like, that's what they're used to. It makes me sad to see the industry, like, trying to shit on itself and then, like, Ouroboros itself because of what bigger companies are doing. I grew up on Duke Nukem 3D and stuff like that. Oh, God, yes. See, I didn't get to grow up on Duke Nukem, but that's just because, like, my first shooter was Halo. Like, OG Halo with my dad. I know they're trying to push in-game ads. Like, why? They've tried it once before and it failed spectacularly. It's gonna fail again. But it's just so dumb. Like, I don't want ads all the time. The whole point of playing video games is to be an escape. I don't want to spend, you know, $100 on a game every 6 months because, oh, that's the new expansion. That's why I don't play WoW. No offense to anyone who does play WoW. You do you, boo-boo. But, man, if you're a bigger title, give your development team more resources or more time. One of the two. But passionate games can exist. They don't need to be 200 fucking gigs of downloading. Now, Red Dead 2, I will admit, gets a pass, but that's because that game is massive and gorgeous. Like, that's a game where I just zone out riding the horse. Newest Toyoverse game, the one I know of is Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, which, yes, I've used to play Genshin heavily. I have over 1,000 hours in Genshin, will admit. I've stopped playing Genshin as of like 4.2 because I didn't have time for that grind. I really didn't. And then I never played Star Rail. Like, yes, I know it has turn-based systems closer to Fate, but I just wasn't a fan of that style for them. Which is sad, because the whole reason I got sucked into Genshin was that it had a really intriguing story to me, and now it's just like, oh my god, there's so much text going on, there's so much important lore in these world quests that aren't even voiced over, and I have to read the wall of text for 20 minutes just to walk 5 feet to read another wall of text for 20 minutes. Zenless Zone Zero. Okay. Hadn't heard anything on that one, but again, I've kind of fallen out of love with Hoyoverse for now. Eventually they'll do something and I'll probably go back to Genshin, but for right now my Genshin counts, it's just collecting dust. Please give us one shiny today. Do you know of Shenpai? I do not. I've heard the term, I don't know anything related to it though. There's not many left from the outbreak. Yes, I know. I'm murdering them all. Yes. There we go. Ow! Do the thing. Do the murders. I don't see, because these guys are slightly. You're a YouTuber that does Pokemon and recently started Star Rail. They did get early access to the new game and has video. Ah, okay. So if I wanted to check out Zenless Zone Zero, go check up Shenpai. Okay, got you. There we go. Buenas. And awesome. It looks amazing. Hoyoverse is very good at making very pretty games. I will give them that. My hardest thing though is the fact that they do an expansion once a month or once every 2 weeks depending. Jet Set Radio, but combat? Interesting. I will have to check that out then. One thing I need to do is I eventually need to track down a USB plug-inable guitar controller so we can start doing some Clone Hero stuff. I will have to mute the sound after that though, but that's fine. That's just because, like, I remember, what was it, Guitar Hero 2? Has that style and goes hard? Nice. Again, my whole thing with Hoyoverse is, like, they're always gacha games, which means they gotta make money via the gacha. I get that. And I can grind and I can pay. I can be a free-to-play player, but oh my god, it's such a grind. So I was really good for a long time of spending like 2 hours a day just grinding in Genshin, and now I'm like, I can't. The artifact system, I can't. Eat, smash. Fully voiced amazing animated cutscenes and comic strips. Ooh, okay, see that catches my interest. There we go. Which, question for those of you who are in chat, who've been around for a hot minute. Stray Gods is getting a DLC in late June. Do we want to do another playthrough of Stray Gods? So it'd be our third playthrough. Where we actually have to romance a god. Because remember, we've romanced Freddy and we've romanced no one. We can do one of the gods as a playthrough and see what we get as a different ending if y'all want, before the DLC with Orpheus drops. If so, I need to know just so I can, you know, I was gonna say, try to pencil that in. The Pokemon Academy Life game is back? Ooh, okay. See, I still need to play the OG Snap, and I need to pick up the new Snap. I just keep forgetting to do it. I'm like, I still also need to hunt down a copy of Conquest. Sweet, I miss all day today. Alright, chat. Snap's okay, not your cup of joe. Fair enough. I just like the fact that it's taking pictures of Pokemon. Like, it's a really cute premise. To be fair, though, on the GameCube, I did just pick up Gale of Darkness XD. Because I never really got to play that one. Because I didn't have a GameCube until recently. So I do have that one. I need to pick up the other one as well, though, because I know that's Gale of Darkness is technically the second game in that series. Coliseum and Gale of Darkness needs ports to the Switch. It really does. I'm surprised they haven't ported those over, because that's the thing. Even if they did the port and you had to buy it instead of it being part of Nintendo Switch Online thing, fine with that. I don't care if it's 20, 30 bucks. Like, just let me play it, you know? Because they added, what was it? Golden Sun. They added the Golden Sun games onto Nintendo Switch Online recently, which kind of shocked me. I'd be down to watch another playthrough of the Stray Gods game. Okay, cool. Earthbound, see, Earthbound shocks me that that one hasn't, like, been ported over yet, because it's such a popular one. Okay. Do we want to check our outbreaks in Violet, or do we want to switch to eggs in Sword? And or possibly DAs. Fair warning, I don't have Brain Cell, though. Because Scarlet, don't mind. Scarlet, we have struck out today. But I haven't checked Violet in several days. That's your decision? Okay. Well, some people are like, I hate Gen 9, so change me. Alright, we'll switch to Violet then. Give me one sec. I just gotta take off the headset. Because if I switch to Violet, I don't have to update what game I'm playing on Twitch. I wish there was just a general Pokemon category. That still feels weird to do with console on. Sorcery. Boop. Boop. There we go. Alright. Violet. Go! Yes. And the snake. There we go. Snacky snack snack. Do 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 do. Blinding screen of white. I don't think I have any shiny still in this one. I haven't moved into home yet. I do need to connect to the internet on this one because it was during one of the events I was last on, so I'll still have the event once popping up. Yep, nothing I care about. Yep, there it goes. I was like, wait a minute, I got the wrong outbreaks going on right now. Okay. Ooh, we have another shot at Deerling. Don't need Relor. What else do we have? Ooh, Ridiculous. So I'd go for the final form. Mincino we need. So there's technically 3 here. Don't need that one. Delibird we don't need. What else we got? Ooh, Larvesta! Let's go! I don't have any of the Larvesta line shiny. And Litleo, which I need. Okay. And Kitakami? Bellsprout. Don't need. Yama, don't need. Should be at least 2 more. Nope. Okay, so we don't have to go to Kitakami on this one. So it looks like it's only going to be 4 outbreaks on this one. I still need to finish playing Scarlet. I've had both versions since Christmas of 2022. I've only finished the stories on Violet. I mean, valid. I mean, I played one on stream and then I just played the other one on my own time type of thing. I didn't put a marker down, did I? Nope, I'm dumb. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I don't think I'm facing the right direction. Grab. I mean, technically we still need to finish our Let's Go Pikachu playthrough. It's just I really hate the motion controls. Who do we have? Skeleturge. Yes. Merchant the baby deers. There we go. So now we hope for a pink deer with a pink flower. Yeah, maybe because I haven't been on in a couple weeks on this one, it'll be nicer and be like, yes, here shiny. I feel like that's like the trick sometimes, is the fact that sometimes Violet is nicer to me and then other times Scarlet's like, yep, here you go. which I learned yesterday. It's a lot easier to spot shiny cutie fly than I thought it was going to be. So I was doing Spinnerack outbreak, and I was doing a Poochyena outbreak, and I just turned around and I saw this little pink dot go flying by, and I was like, wait a minute. Ooh. I still need to do the challenges here so I can finish unlocking the stuff in the clubhouse in this game. I also need to do more barbecue point farming. Barbecue point. Blueberry point. I don't understand the fan base of the Let's Go games. People get upset with the motion controls, but also talking about wanting a Johto version. It's confusing me. If I can turn off the motion controls and I don't have to do the switch in handheld mode, I like Let's Go. They like it because it's easy to shiny hunt in. I'm not a fan of it though, I will admit. Like overall, I'm not a fan of Let's Go. I've played through, we're still playing through Yellow for the first time, or Pikachu, whatever you want to call it. And I've played through Eevee twice. Whole point being, I'm not a fan of the catching mechanic. I'm not a fan of how you're supposed to catch a bunch of the same Pokemon for XP. Nor am I a fan of that they're like, ah, yeah, you have to use the certain candies in order to actually, train up stats. What? I am not a fan of it. To each their own. Everyone has their own preference, and I understand that. Let's Go is very far down on my list when it comes to Pokemon games. Murder. Will I hunt in them? Yes. I need a lot of Kanto Pokemon shiny, therefore we will hunt in Let's Go. Skeletor just chasing down that one Nearling. No, you come here. So funny watching Skeletor walk around. I will admit though, this game has better, walking animations than Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Which I don't think there's a whole lot of Pokemon we have to use Brilliant Diamond and or Shining Pearl to hunt. Shiny hunt, which is nice. The biggest one that comes to mind is Spinda, but that's waiting for an outbreak day and getting really lucky with chaining. I really think it's gonna be Spinda as the biggest one. Or basically anything from Gen 3. There's not a lot of Gen 3 overlap, because I'm trying to think of which is in which games. That's my one complaint ever since we got to the Switch, is they're like, ah, yeah, you can't have your whole entire Pokedex anymore, and you're just like, oh my god, guys, I'm so used to everything eventually being available. There's so many flaws with how it was executed, yeah. It is a decent Pokemon game, and it's not a good remake of a decent Pokemon game, or a good Pokemon game, put it that way. I'm excited for the fact that we're getting another Legends game, but I want Legends I want Legends Johto, but I also don't want Legends Johto. We've talked about that before at length, where I'm like, I really want Legends Johto, but the Johto lore is so well defined, I don't know how I feel about it. And I can't even say you could really do Legends Sun and Moon, because Sun and Moon had such a weird timeline. Unova would be amazing, but I mean, hey, I'll take Legends Kalos. Let's just face it, everyone's really excited for Mega Evolutions to come back. RIP to the freaking battle meta, by the way, for anyone who does online stuff, or competitive VGC. Oof. I don't. I vibe. I collect shiny things. We move on with my life. House is my favorite region, so that's what I'm excited for. It's Z through A. Nice. So, fun fact. Gen 6 dropped around the time Mr. Wolf and I first started dating. It dropped that year. That was the first year I'd ever known my mother-in-law, the woman who would become my mother-in-law. You know what she did? She gave me a heart attack for Christmas. Because me, who was used to not getting anything really over like 20 bucks at that point, you know what this woman did? She handed me the 3DS that I still have to this day, as well as a copy of Pokemon X. Because she knew I was a Pokemon nerd, and that was the newest game. I did not know how to respond to that woman at that point. I just stared at her flabbergasted, not believing her. I treasure that 3DS. Ah! I'm being chased by a firework! No! I'm being mauled! Stop it! And this is why Pokemon Universe, when you think about it, is terrifying. That dearly just disappeared into the aether. Overheat. Doo-doo-doo-doo. How do you miss? It's 5 feet in front of you. Thank you. Yes, I know there's a Mew in my party. Don't yell at me about it. I still need to figure out which Pokemon we're gonna keep for our actual team in Let's Go Pikachu, especially now that everything's leveled all the way up, because dear lord, well, leveled to level 50, because we still need to fight Erica for her gym badge. I did get a lot of the evolutions for the Pokedex done that way, though. When I was chaining Redicades. I think the longest chain I had before it broke was 100 and something. No luck, but hey. Because funny thing is I need 2 shiny Squirtles for the living dex. So I want to get 1 in leaf green from soft resetting. So a true full odds 1 in fucking 8,192 odd hunt. The other one I really want to get from Let's Go. I wish I had treasured my 2DS more. Unfortunately, I got rid of it when I got a Switch. I treasured my OG Switch though, mainly because of stuff happening at the time I got it. Nice. We still have our OG Switch. That's the one, whenever a partner has 24-hour duty, he takes that one with him and he'll play on it. Because there's a wall socket so we can keep it charged. Because that thing does not have a battery life. Although I'm really kind of hyped that we're supposedly getting Switch 2 soon. Because like Nintendo announced it, but all we know is that we're supposed to be getting it soon. There's a Nintendo Direct in June, but they already stated they're not going to talk about the successor to the Switch at all on that. So I'm hoping it is just Switch 2 and it's not like a whole new redesigned console. I really like what they've done with the Switch. And I really want to see them just be like, yep, this is better graphics, better specs, better battery. Because I mean, like, the OLED has better battery comparatively. But it still only lasts about 3 hours off a charger, you know? It doesn't have to, like, try to keep up with a Steam Deck or an Asus ROG Ally or anything like that, but I just want it to be good, you know? Especially because Nintendo is allowing those third-party games finally on the platform. Don't even take it out of the house anymore. That's valid. Ours doesn't normally leave the house. Finally got Sandy Shocks? Nice! There we go. Murder. We're trying for another deer. And I don't think it's gonna go well. There we go. Alright, so here's a general question for chat. What are your feelings on the fact that Pokemon since Gen 8 now has done DLCs? Do we like the DLCs? Are we not a fan of the DLCs? Or do we just miss the events of the olden days where, oh hey, you're active during this time and you can connect to the internet? This cool thing will happen to your game now. Or do we really miss the days of having to go to freaking Toys R Us, possibly up to 3 hours away, to hope that they had the system still to do the freaking event for your game? Or having to go to a VCGC tournament? No, TCG tournament. Sorry. Some big Nintendo event in order to get friggin' Pokemon access to events. See, because I think how they did it on like DS systems was like just right. You could connect during a certain time frame. You got the item. You had the event happen in your game. Like, it was cool little neat things like that. I don't mind the DLCs. I just wish the DLCs were usually more. Because they always, like, to me, historically, the 4 DLCs we've had in Pokemon that we've actually had to pay for. So Armor of Isle, Crown Tundra, and then Kitakami and Blueberry Academy. I liked them, but I wanted there to be more story to them. Because if I'm paying for a DLC, I want story and substance. They felt kind of short, in my opinion, in all of them. I liked the fact that we had, like, the Crown Tundra with the Dynamax raids. I do not like the, hey, kid, pay me and I'll give you this treat to attract a legendary. Like, I can have those legendaries just moved in from other games. It does not matter. Oh, did it disperse? It did. Damn it. Okay. Still no Deerling. Was it just the Ridiculous? No, there was Mencino too. Just because we need the little one. Was he also golden on his shiny? I don't know. I like the DLCs, I just wish they were longer stories and are more eventful. It's weird for going from a potential Word Thing event to, hey, let's go to school. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my point. It's like, why? Like, it's cool you're wanting to give me, like, another little mini-map to play on and everything else. Like, I feel like this, the terrarium, is very cool, but the fact that you're like, oh, you're at another school, you gotta do class and stuff, it's very disconnected almost, because being in the terrarium is all we care about. Like, quite literally, we're designed and they hyped up the terrarium itself. We also had the weird teacher from here who was like, ah, yes, obsessed with Terrapagos and was kind of giving off villain vibes. What is it with them and, like, people who aren't villains giving off villain vibes in Pokemon games recently? Because Geeta had the same thing. I was 110% sure Geeta was going to turn evil by the end of the freaking original story for Scarlet and Violet. And instead, she's just weird. Oh, the Hackstress is here. Does anyone see any rodent spawning? Swablu, Trico. I think it's due to lack of actual antagonistic treatment. I can feel that. I can see that. You? I can see that possibly being it, but I don't know. I think I'm just always looking for that twist because so many games do the twist anymore where it's like, aha! You know, this person you thought was cool is actually evil. Which, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw Cynthia, I thought she might be evil. I thought she was going to hurt me. Of course, to be fair, my first ever champion I interacted with was Lance. And, well, we know that man had his Dragonite murder friggin' Team Rocket grunts. So there's that. Oh, you guys are just sleeping under the tree. That's why I keep missing you. I'm like, why am I not seeing you little bastards? Because they're under the trees. Also, I still want to know how Lance ended up with a Dragonite under level 55. I want an explanation for that one, Lance. Hi, Fracture. Oh, it looks like they're mowing up the grass clippings. Shieldon! Up until Nintendo actually addressed the successor to the Switch, I've been like, until they actually say something, it ain't coming and never gonna come. Yeah. Oh yeah, no. They started rumoring Switch 2 like as soon as the Switch console itself hit freaking, I think 2 or 3 years old. Which is funny because I didn't get my OG Switch until it was like 2 years old. Like after the Switch had been out for 2 or 3 years is when I got my Switch, quite literally. But I had to save up for it, so. That's back when I was still in college and working at a gas station chain that didn't pay shit and didn't give hours. So, you know, bills had priority. There we go. Ugh. My nose is trying to like run, but it also doesn't want to run because of the medication. I'm just like, ah. Make up your mind. Hello. I see you hiding. Also, I'm using a cricket. Is it a cricket? Cricket or grasshopper? Grasshopper. We'll go with grasshopper. I'm using a grasshopper to murder mice. I want to point that out. Pokemon really says F your food chain. Anything and everything can and will be consumed by something else. But no, Marvel, I'm with you on that. I did not believe any Switch 2 rumors until the president of Nintendo was like, yep, no, it's real, it's happening. Got my Christmas 2018 almost 2 years after its release. Didn't even want one? Yeah! That's kind of how I was, Marvel. I was like, I really don't want a Switch. And I was like, you know, I want to keep playing Pokemon. And so I did. And then my husband got sucked into Breath of the Wild and became a murder hobo. Why, Haxorus? Don't be Terra Stella. Damn it! Why? Well. Alright, you have a shell bell. I was like, how are you getting HP back? This is gonna hurt. Thank you. Thank you, Manticore. Shiny Doe Trio down there. Nice. Switch is sought after a household console, and I have more games for mine than my other two consoles from its competitors. Now I feel that. I don't even own an Xbox or a PlayStation anymore. I've never owned a PlayStation. We used to keep the Xbox because that's what we streamed off of. Like, that's how we watched TV and stuff. And I was like, you know, I have to rebuild my entire streaming PC anyway. So we just bought an extra graphics card and an extra power supply for my old streaming build, and that became our new one for watching TV and stuff with. We call it the server tower because it's supposed to host like servers to online games and stuff, but we can't do that while we're here in Germany. I have to wait till I'm stateside and can actually set up everything proper again. Hello, Boa. I see you redeemed your plushie.
Hello, motherfucker.
I want to build a PC. Unfortunately, it's painfully expensive for really good hardware. It's all about timing when you order at Marvel. So the machine that I have the specs listed for on the Twitch page, all in all, I think I've paid maybe over the course of 7 months, $3 grand, which I know $3 grand pricey, but that's because mine's overkill. You could build a cheaper version of mine strictly for gaming and it would cost you maybe $1,500. Which to me, that's not a bad investment because usually that should last you another 3-ish years. And then it's just the parts as you kind of need them as they age out type of thing. You'll have to rebuild the entire thing. Mine was built cheaply the first time around, and it barely could handle what I was trying to do with it originally, so I saved up extra money to just kind of rebuild it from the ground up. The biggest bitch of it's always the graphics card. Which right now, graphics card prices are falling, because we're in that weird slump again. Wolf needed higher specs because streaming software is greedy. Also because Wolf was doing video editing and stuff. Remember, my build has 128 gigabytes of RAM. The most you honestly needs 32. To put in perspective for you, the one that we use to watch TV and stuff with and actually host as a server, excluding the 128 of RAM? Yes. I told you, video editing. My PC that I have right now is overkill. And I'm fine with that because it means I don't have to touch it for a while. Like, the specs listed on the Twitch page are the actual specs of the computer I use for this. It's the computer I play on, it's the computer I stream on, it's the computer I video edit on. I do everything with this computer. It is overkill built. Could it be more overkill? Yes. But this is what I needed it for. But the streaming, or the one I call the server tower. Okay, put in perspective. The one I'm streaming with right now, that's Freya. This is Freya 2.0. The one that we use to watch TV and stuff, that one's Asgard, because it's like supposed to be the host server and everything else for certain games. I've heard you and Drake both complain about how much streaming software eats resources, especially GPU and RAM. Oh yeah, GPU, RAM, CPU. But I want to point out right now, I have a window for the Switch capture, I have a window open for Discord, a window open for VC phase for the base model tracking. I have a window open for VTuber Plus for the interactive tracking for when you guys throw stuff at the model or do anything to the model. I have OBS open, and I have one for stream avatars open. There's a lot going on right now. I can open my specs and see what I'm actually eating usage-wise. But I don't want to, because I don't want to know. OBS alone right now is reporting that's using about 10% of the CPU. +90% of your resources? Alright, I'll check. Give me a sec. Let me get where I can murder more rats. Survey says... Where's adrenaline? Because AMD. Performance metrics. There we go. Nope. That one. That one. I am utilizing... Serious question. How many monitors do you have? 2. I have 2. I have my big curved 27-inch Asus monitor, or Acer monitor, which is what I'm playing the game on, as well as stream avatars. And then next to it, I have another monitor that's in vertical orientation. And that is what has Discord, chat, OBS, Mix It Up, and both model tracks on it. I need to heal him. Right here, wrong button. Hang on, buddy. There you go. You should feel better now. So I have 2 monitors. But yeah, as of right now, I am utilizing 70% of my GPU and 40% of my CPU. If I pull up Task Manager, I can check the RAM. I've heard of Pokemon Rogue. It's intrigued me a little bit. But Boa, you know how cursed I am with any ROM of Pokemon and streaming it. You know that we'll get 3 sessions in and I will lose that save file. At some point, my computer will just eat it out of existence. It's browser-based? Ooh, okay. If it's browser-based, that might be something worth looking into then. Oh, right, Task Manager. Let's see. Where's my RAM? RAM. 20% of the RAM. Has a server-side login. Ooh, okay. So I don't have to have a localized save file then. That would be nice. That might be something we look into. Bloody allergies. Also, I haven't seen a golden mouse. I'm disappointed by this. You start with all the starters, but they have no IVs. Ah, instead of having good IVs like most starters. Interesting. You do realize I'd have to start with Chikorita though, right? Because Chicky's my girl. Because yes, fun fact, my first ever Chikorita was female, and I didn't know that I only had a 12.5% chance of having a female. No! Yet another outbreak where we don't get anything. We're doing bad today for shiny hunting, man. Murder the rest of y'all just to feel better. Disappointments, all of you. Yeah, but like I said, all the starters from the main games at least. Yeah. You say that like it's going to change my answer. Hi, Trico. More rats. Murder the rats. Let them know how disappointed you are that they are not the chosen one. Okay, anyway. While he's murdering that, we have one more. Way up here on the water. And the fact that it's on the water is going to be a problem. No. You murder the rat. He's eating under the tree. You unlock other Pokemon to start with and IVs by capturing or hatching them. Ooh, nice. There we go. Do I need the shards? No. Do I want everything? Yes. Remember when a legendary has different color than normal? It's a bug and should be defeated and returned to normal and save your game before breaking. So fun fact, in college I lent one of my housemates my Pokemon Fire Red copy. This man had never played Pokemon before. He just wanted to play a random Pokemon game. I was like, okay, cool. Didn't think anything of it. 2 hours later, he comes to me. He's like, hey, I was in this cave, because he was in Mount Moon. He's like, I was in here, and all of the other bats that attacked me were blue. And then there's this green one. I thought it was 6, so I killed it. He literally thought it was 6, so he killed it. I'm like, you murdered a shiny? He's like, what's a shiny? And I'm like, God damn it. Like, I just had to live with the knowledge that that man on one of my cartridges had the first ever shiny I'd ever seen, and he murdered it. Because he didn't know that it wasn't sick. Yeah, he doesn't understand what had happened to him, because that still would have been one of the 1 in 8,192 odds. Yeah. None of you have pink flowers. Like, I just shook my head in disappointment and walked away. I was just like, oh, okay. I'm like, did you not see the sparkle animation? He's like, well, no, I was doing something else. So I just looked over and saw a green bat, and I thought it was 6, so I murdered it. But it didn't give me anything extra, and I'm like, okay. Okay. This is on the water, isn't it? That means we have to figure out something other than low kicks to fight these guys. That sucks. Let's see. I don't think I have anyone in here that, besides Mew, that floats. I do not. Great. Well, I guess Mew's gonna be murdering these guys, which is gonna be painful. Oh, and it guarantees 3 Pokemon have Pokerus each day you play, but it's completely random. Ooh, interesting. I have so many Pokemon in Pokemon Home that are infected with Pokerus. I contracted it, I think, in Emerald at one point, and just ever since then, if I move those Pokemon up and play with them, it just spreads everywhere. You want to know one of the weirdest things? When the trainer ID says you've encountered a certain number of shinies to fight, you have no idea where the fuck you encountered it, and you have one less shiny in the boxes. Yeah, so that's a weird thing with these games specifically. Because, like... Okay, you are murdering it. If I go... Was it bag to get to my ID? I don't remember how to get to my ID in this damn game. Adventure Charm, Shiny Charm, Catching XP Charm, Glimmer, Mythical, Briar's Book. Where the fuck is my ID on this one? I legit don't remember. I don't think it's the Poke Portal. No. Oh, you don't have to take the eggs with you to hatch them? Oh my god, that's amazing. You don't have to have eggs in your party? It's fun, but I suck. I mean, a lot of fan-made Pokemon games are really hard because they want you to actually use your brain other than just, I use Tackle because it does damage. Which I don't blame people for wanting more than that. But listen, my brain is simple. I'm gonna click Tackle every time. I'm never gonna use Growl or Tail Whip, alright? I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of creepy how they all turn towards me. The Solosis line is like the creepiest line of Pokemon to me. Because it's just embryos and fetal developments as sentient psychic Pokemon. Like, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of messed up ghost types if you read their Pokedex entries. This whole design is just something, man. There we go. I'm just gonna slowly murder all of you. Unless one of you is slightly blue. You can only use items after fights and you only get Pokemon Center every 10... what, days? Stunfisk in chat. I assume it's a regular Stunfisk and not a Galarian Stunfisk. 10 fights. Ah, okay. Interesting. So you have to be able to survive. I've dabbled in shiny hunting every now and then. My trainer ID says I've encountered more shinies than I have. I've counted all my shinies, made sure. What about the ones you've evolved, Marvel? Have you evolved any shinies? Because it counts those. It's very poorly worded in Scarlet and Violet, because on your trainer ID in Scarlet and Violet, it's not how many you fought, it's how many you have registered in your Pokedex. So if you have some that you've evolved, that's where you're getting the number discrepancy. Probably a Settle shiny, if not, yeah. It's not how many you've seen, I know that. Like, if you ran past a wild one and you never encountered it, it doesn't count it. Because I remember everyone freaking out about that originally. I've evolved Sun, but even before I evolved any... Okay. Did you swap them between games at all? Because it would count that too. F in 3D Ghastly line? Yeah. No? Okay. Then I don't know then. Because I know originally a lot of people were freaking out about that in Scarlet Violet specifically. And... oh god. Where's Zapdos? Zapdos is a pain in the butt. Zapdos is the only one of the bird trio that I don't have shiny yet. Pikachu's more orange in most of the newer games. Like, Pikachu's a little bit easier to spot. Didn't use Home, which is the main reason I don't have the subscription. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, sadly I've been paying for Pokemon Bank / Home ever since... It's not a shiny. Murder it. Like, that is very much not blue. Nah, I've sadly had to pay for the subscription ever since it became a thing. Yep. That's because I was not giving up all my Pokemon and I wasn't gonna risk them getting stuck. There's some Pokemon I've had for way too freaking long. I really would need this blizzard to not be blizzarding right now, because it's making everything harder. I wish they had kept the whole pay $5, get a whole year of transferring your Pokemon like with Bank. Yeah. $5 was very reasonable. The $15 a year thing kind of hurts. Just keep murdering me. You don't gotta wait for my permission. I'm gonna keep looking around to see if I get a blue one to spawn in. Ugh. Ugh. Another reason why I don't use home is because of Rowlets. What do you mean because of Rowlets? We're gonna need an explanation on that one. My biggest thing that, like, I don't like that they changed with home was that if you have a Pokemon from an older game that has a ability or a move that it no longer can have in a newer game, it'll lose the ability, for one. They'll automatically switch it. But the move set, if you make it forget that move, you can never relearn it. When I ran out of box spaces and shield. Ah! Wait, were you not using home to mass release, Marvel? Because I know you can't mass release in Sword and Shield. You have to move them into home and then release 100 at a time. Ah, I see. Can I ask why you weren't doing mass release? Kept forgetting that it exists. Ah, okay. That makes sense. Pokemon Rogue after each fight gives you a set of consumables to buy based upon your progress and 3 random free items that can be held items, TMs, consumables, or key items. Interesting. I mean, we might check out Pokemon Rogue then once I'm done with this, because, man, the shiny luck's not here today, and I don't think we're gonna get lucky with the Poplio eggs and Sword. Or not, yeah, Sword. Sword has the Poplio eggs. Sorry, I'm so used to being in Shield, and now we've kind of defaulted to shiny hunting and Sword because of the reset, and I'm just like, ah. I'm still gonna have to reset Shield and replay through it. If Pokemon were real, people would be the one called Marvel and a bunch of Rowlets. Just occasionally Army would fear the one. This includes generational gimmick items. Okay. So like the Mega Stones. Yes. Doing a murder. Mew, my little beloved weird kitty cat. I'm glad these guys don't move around. They just kind of float and look around like what's going on. Makes my life a lot easier. Come on, Mew. Just go murder, hun. You have to find the item, base item first, then it adds the other half to the pool. Ah, okay. I'm just thinking of, like, if Pokemon were real, how many people would just have an obscene number of Pokemon from breeding shinies? Either that or there'd just be a new, like, ecological report. Breaking news! An army of Rowlets has been released into the wild after not being shiny and has caused decimations to the local ecosystem. Wurmples are running out! Please adopt these Rowlets to save the Wurmple and Silcoon population today. Like, that'd just be a weekly occurrence. It's like, fuck, man. Starter Pokemon. These are supposed to be rare. I liked the Dynamax Gigantamax thing. It felt like a good balance in my opinion, because it's only good for 3 turns, and you can only do it to 1 Pokemon per battle. I liked that gimmick. Not gonna lie. I would like, don't get me wrong, I'm almost nostalgic now for Mega Evolution. I didn't like it. Okay, that makes sense. Boa. But, originally I did not like Mega Evolutions, but I think the only reason I didn't like Mega Evolutions was because it was such a limited number of Pokemon that could be affected with a Mega Evolution. I think if more Pokemon had a Mega Evolution available, I would have liked it more from the get-go, and I still want there to be more Pokemon with Mega Evolutions. I think that's why I liked the Dynamax Gigantamax more. It wasn't a limited pool like it was with Mega Evolution. It was very much just the, like, it could be any of them that could do it. I just wish the Gen 6 starters, I wish the Gen 2 starters had Megas. And you can only use them for a number of fights, at least in the D-Max case. I mean, that makes sense. You have to be strategic when you use it. Not a single Pokemon-based game in Gen 6 had a Mega. Yeah. Wait, no. Audino. Was Audino Gen 6 or Gen 5? And technically Deancine. But I mean, that one's a mythical, so. Gen 5? Okay. Alright, I need to get out of the water, because water lag. Sorry, I played, it went gens 1 through 4, or 2, 3, back to 1 with the remakes, 4, and then, I didn't play Gen 5 until after college, so I get Gen 5 and Gen 6 mixed up very easily. You get eggs through a gacha system. Interesting. Okay, so that takes care of this. I don't think there was anything on Kitakami, but there was 2 over here. What were they? Understandable. Yeah. Oh yeah, Larvesta. We're definitely hitting up the Larvesta outbreak. We have Larvesta, and I think there was one more. Litleo. Yeah, it was Larvesta and Litleo. Right. I haven't done the Star Academy in this yet. I didn't do the Star Academy tournament at all. I completely skipped that. You get the gacha through either random luck after fights or by beating canon trainers. Interesting. Again, I have 2 more outbreaks, but we have plenty of time to kill, so we might just check out some Pokemon Rogue. I've beaten Cillian and Crest so far. Nice. Okay, so we're doing Larvesta, which is Firebug. There we go. I forget how smooth Miraidon is in its animation movement versus Koraidon, where you're bouncing around as it runs around like a maniac. Ooh, Stardust. Whee! Fossil Pokemon from Gen 6 should have gotten Megas. They really should have. You guys are the only... Yeah. Okay, hang on. Nope, right here, wrong button. I've inverted my buttons again. We are actually going to make a sandwich because I want more fire spawns. Why did you not... Oh, and your rival gives you the XP after your first fight, but you can use it more than once? Ah, nice. Did the switch capture just get smaller? I don't think so. I didn't mess with anything. I was opening this up so I could make a sandwich real quick for fire types to spawn. Just so I didn't have anything else spawn. But it doesn't look like it got smaller. Okay, I need... Oh god, there's gonna be so many new because I don't ever do sandwiches. Fuck. I need fire. Encounter level 1. I want level 2. XP all is what they later call the later gen XP share. Ah, okay. Fighting, rock, power. Wizard fighting. Ghost, ghost, fighting, fighting, normal. Whoop, I saw fire. Counter level 1. I don't have near as many freaking ingredients in this game because I just don't care about sandwiches. Dragon Dark. That's XP point. Nope. Weird. I went to my Pokedex app for a brief moment, came back, and there's just a gray bars on the side. Oh yeah, no, those gray bars are there. They've been there. Because it's the... So the gray bar, like right next to me... Here, let me like see if I can't chart my hand. Like over here. Here. That one is from the actual capture. Because of how this stupid 4K capture software stuff is for Elgato. Item drop power, catching power, and counter power level 1. I don't even know if I can make a fire sandwich, damn. Oh, you get some weird egg moves. Interesting. My Murkrow has a floaty fall? Huh. Interesting. What does that do? I mean, I guess theoretically I could just look up a random fire type guaranteed sandwich, but I don't wanna. Because you'd assume it would be spicy. See, but the 5-alarm sandwich is just poison, dragon, and normal type. Yeah, partners Pikachu's flying type move from Let's Go? Oh, okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. See, because that's raid power. That's level 1. Just need encounter power fire that I can make. Level 1. I'm missing pepper. How am I out of pepper? Damn it. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay. Alright, stand by one. I gotta look up just a random fire sandwich recipe. Encounter sandwich level 2. Custom. It's like 90% accurate, 90 power, 15 uses, the chance to cause some status or other. Ooh, interesting. Six rice, 2 curry powder, and 2 wasabi will give you fire power level 2 encounter. What the crap? What? Crude but effective is what people are saying. Okay. 180 at level 2. You could also do this with 4 chorizo, 1 rice, and 3 peanut butter. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I've got... In Ori the Grey Bars, Z moves needed a bit more love. I think Z moves would have had more love if the animations for some of them weren't atrocious. Looking at you, Twinkle Tackle. Alright, so we're gonna go in creative mode, and I'm gonna see if I've got enough of any of this to make anything of this. I have the chorizo. Do I have rice, and do I have peanut butter? I have rice. I don't see peanut butter, but we're gonna try this. Okay, so I need chorizo times 4. God. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 1 rice. Twinkle Tackle sounds like a euphemism for less than 60 times. I was annoyed at how obvious the Dex rares are for Lola. Made it that they hated the megas. Yeah. And I do have 3 peanut butter. Alright. It definitely sounds interesting. Alright, let's see what abomination this is gonna be. Oh god. Oh my god, there's so many sausages. Oh. This is gonna be atrocious. I almost wish I had a second deal of rice. Oh god, this is gonna take forever. I didn't realize this was this many hot dogs. Oh god, I think it's 3 per serving. So it's 12? Those are chorizos and they're hella salty. Hey, I need firepower, okay? This is the jankness that Reddit had recommended. So we're doing the jank. It's okay if they push this way because of the rice. I'm hoping the rice is sturdy enough for this shite. Also, obviously, we're not putting a top on this thing. Okay, this is gonna be... Woo! That one wants to fall. Okay. One more? Oh, thank God. You go over there. Stab it. Stab it. This looks atrocious. Remember, guys, the stuff on the bottom's peanut butter. I can't even begin to imagine that taste. Hopefully this works. Every time I just think the character's vomiting, every time I see that animation. Okay. Hey, encounter power fire 2. If it's British peanut butter, it's more salt. When you get egg vouchers, you choose between 3 gacha mechanics, move up specific, legendary, or shiny up. Ooh. I'm curious as to what that would taste like. Hey, I just wanted to make sure only Larvesta was spawning, okay? I did not increase my shiny odds, I just increased my spawn rate. Let's pick up. Why are you guys here? The outbreak is for Larvesta, damn it. I have nothing about steel or ghost types, you bastard. Alright, we're gonna go this way. So I don't think any of them are gonna spawn up here. I stand corrected, they do spawn up here. Interesting. This is gonna be a very annoying outbreak to clear then. Alright, Azumarill, do your murders. Hi. Yeah, it's just, okay, whatever. The character always looks revolted when taking the first few chews of a sandwich. Oh yeah. Again, it looks like the character's vomiting up the sandwich every single time to me, regardless of if it's good or not. Oh my God, look at it, there they are. This is where they're spawning. Yeah, so it's just gonna be climbing up and down this rock. Alright, Azumarill, do murders. Hopefully we can get I think it's yellow? Is this one shiny? I just know I don't have a shiny Larvesta or, Volcarona at all, let alone like a shiny Slitherwing, so. Which I know Larvesta doesn't evolve into Slitherwing in this game, but still. It's the same family. Did I not pick this up earlier? Murder. There's so much stuff up here. Why do I never climb this rock? Here, go murder that one. Don't mind me. I'm just picking up stuff. Earth power. Interesting. Anyway, don't care about the silly cobras. Murder the Larvestas. I hope they bring back the whole camp picnic food making thing for A through Z. I hope it's Pokepuffs, mainly because that's what the player feeds the Pokemon in the Poke anime. Yeah. Dude. I remember. So I have, in my original Diamond save file before I finally reset it years later, I had over 1,000 hours. It was like 1,052 hours on my original Diamond save file. Point being, that was the first ever Pokemon game I actually completed a Pokedex in. It took a lot, and it was because of the GTS network. Poffin making, yup. Or Pokeblocks. I remember making Pokeblocks too. And dear God, is that crap tedious, because that was a mini game designed for 4 people. And I did it solo for the Poffins. My poor original pink DS Lite, man, it had so many scratches on the bottom touchscreen for my stylus for me trying to make Poffins correctly and always burning them. I know Blocks was Gen 3, but I did both, Boa. I just remember my blocks and my poffins both were always just shitty because it was just me. And so like it was never that good. I mean, it's better than like the Gen 1 remake where it's like the powder or whatever that you could make. Ultimate games to run a touchscreen on the DS or the Ranger games? Yup, I remember the Ranger games. I still have my Ranger games too. I'm trying to do the capture loops. Oh my god, yeah. Same on not having the people to play with? Yeah. This is the thing, like you could do some work for it. Jesus Christ, so many of them spawn as I turn around. And then we just kind of poke her head over the edge. Here, zoom roll, go murder. Because then we gotta drop down, because we gotta check the ground and stuff too. This is the only problem with this being as, like, staggered as it is for the spawns. If a shiny spawns in on the ground, I don't know about it. On the other hand, Zelda's spirit tracks will let you know if your mic is messed up real fast. Yeah. Whee! Slide. Alright, zoom roll. Murder. While you murder. Okay, I just see one on the ground, but there might be more below me. So we'll go all the way down to ground level. Oh, well, I ran into that one. Are these guys based off of, like, a Silkworm? Or I can't remember what Larvesta and Volcaron are based off of. So many Zelda games, I hope they port to the Switch or its successor. Yeah. I think they just added another Zelda game to the Switch port. Because I'm assuming that the successor of the Switch is gonna be, like, just an upgraded Switch, essentially, which I'm fine with. And the reason I assume that is because they're really investing on the Nintendo Online inputs, ports, and stuff. If they're going to go through the trouble of making a lot of these older games available like they are, I feel like the successor is going to be very Switch-styled still. Okay, so nothing there. Let's go bouncing back up the rock. Nothing. Nothing. One worm. Hi, Power. How are you today? We have yet to find a shiny today. I'm not gonna lie, I saw that Flittle for a second, and because it was yellow, I got like really excited with it being right behind the Volcaron or the Larvesta, and then I realized it was a Flittle, and it made me sad. Zoomeril, do the murders. They're everywhere. Look at them down there. Okay, I don't see any ones that are different colored. Nope, okay. Whee! Ground. Murder! I will continue to murder. I still want them to figure out if they're gonna remake or port Twilight Princess onto the Switch. Because the fact that the last time you could play Twilight Princess was the Wii is kind of amazing to me. Because it's like, it's been the GameCube and the Wii. It's like, that's so weird because it's such a favorited Zelda game. Not me running into it again, trying to pick up the item. Aquatail. The failings just spawning in. One design for the next Switch I used to see a lot was dual screen. Sounds cool, but there wouldn't be much point. Yeah. Which I don't think, if they did DS ports onto the Switch, you know what I think they'd do? I think they would do like split screen. Wii U, my bad. Sorry. Knew it was a Wii. I forget that it's the Wii U, okay? The Wii U is the bad one. And that's the thing, I'm really kind of scared because they had a good thing going with the Wii, and then they made the Wii U, and I was like, which is why I'm a little bit hesitant of the Switch successor. Not me scanning the ground before I climb just to make sure I don't despawn a shiny on accident. Nope. I shall murder you. I shall murder you. And we fall. Cacmia, stop getting my hopes up, damn it. Hopefully they learned from the Wii U shit show. Hopefully. Sometimes I think Nintendo's incapable of learning, just saying. Nope. Murder these guys. Because I'm Moida. Why? Because it's fun. There's so many freaking Larvestas, man. Jesus Christ. It took a minute, but then that sandwich kicked in, and yeah. They're like, oh, fire types, desert, Larvesta. Have at it. I know, Azumarill, you're still burned, but it's okay. Okay, nothing there. Hop up here. Nope. Nope, okay. Rock. I keep thinking each of those Larvestas is a shiny to the tail body section, forgetting the horns will also be gold. Yeah. Again, the dynamic lighting in this game is fun, but it also makes shiny hunting a pain sometimes. What is it with you and Moidas? Because they're devastating the ecosystem. I gotta do something about it. We're dealing with an invasive species the aggressive way. It's the same thing we do with lionfish, alright? Why? Oh, that wasn't a ball power. Try again. Dominant pest control. Yeah, but I'm not damaging the environment with chemicals. How has that been boom? Like, I know why Ball is doing that, and it's because it's random across all of my add-ins. There you go. There's a Ball. Again, Flittle. Hi, Archer. Get in the ball. No, I refuse. I refuse to get in the ball. I see that Cyndaquil just behind me in the abyss. Boa gets to live with the knowledge that he threw that Cyndaquil there and left it. Why am I in the box of shame? What did I do? I didn't do anything to deserve the box. Let me out. Let me out. Thank you. There we go. You didn't get in the ball. I don't belong in the ball. I'm not a Pokemon. We've talked about this. Like, I don't know what you want from me there, Power. As far as I know, only Pokemon go in Pokeballs. I've seen no evidence to prove otherwise. Well, why not? Because I'm not a Pokemon. I'm a field scientist. No escape. You also shall be dealt with. It always throws me off when I'm like, why isn't my zoom reel coming? And I'm like, oh wait, because it's beating up something else in the sand. I just can't see anything because sandstorm. You are definitely in disguise, Zora. No, I'm not. Where is your proof that I am in disguise, Zora? Get in the ball. No. Ah! That ball already had something in it. Are you sure you're not some kind of humanoid Lucario or Lycanroc? The ears and tail. Ow! The ears and tail are just because science went wrong. Doesn't mean I'm a Pokemon. I really need to make it up and mix it up where whenever you guys put ball in, there's just like a chance where it goes ahead and says, Wolf got in the ball. Nope. If you had beady eyes and a lined mouth, you could be Ditto. That's true, I could be a Ditto. But I don't have beady eyes and a lined mouth, so I'm not a Ditto. Wait, Archer, no, I realize why the ball doesn't work. Oh no. She does have BDS. Pog already caught her! I mean, technically you're not wrong, Boa. Oh no, did my outbreak end or did I wander too far from it? I think I might have wandered too far from it. These might just be random Lorvesta that was murdering. Not outbreak. Yeah, these are outbreak Lorvestas. These are just random ones from the sandwich. Pug, you cheater. He's at work. Power. I was wondering why I wasn't getting a message about, like, outbreak dispersing. I was like, wait. There we go. Up. Hello. Let's see. None of you have the sparkle. None of you are the golden boy. I would still call him a cheater anyway. I mean, to be fair, he didn't just throw a Pokeball at me and tell me to get in the ball. He bribed me with food, love, and affection over the course of, like, years. Speaking of Pog. Yeah. A little bit better. I can breathe at least, mostly. The Flonase definitely did help, though. Uh-huh.
Appreciation value.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, yeah, we won't accept it. It has to be fair market value.
Yeah.
Fair market value. A military gas mask.
Boa says hi.
I was like, I don't know. Google it?
Yeah.
eBay?
I mean, I'm sure you could find some random site where someone's selling a used freaking pro mask.
Likely it says similar like items, so I guess it's a civilian version.
Ah. That works.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, according to that estimate, fair market value, 40% of the unit price of 500.
Yeah. Still, those people are not gonna be happy getting that bill. Oh, I left the military. I'm done with my military career.
After that one, because you feel like, yeah, I'm just thrown out.
Yeah. I'm just talking about the other ones who aren't here anymore.
Oh, yeah.
Shiny Dotrio looks it's because it's green, Boa. E. Oh yeah, what do you want to do for dinner? So we're gonna do the chicken tomorrow night. I don't know if we're making dents in this outbreak or not. This is the problem with running a sandwich in an area where they normally spawn too. Just give me the golden one, please. Please. Yeah. No, Bronzor, I hear you. Eh. Oh, did you stop by the post office and pick up the package? What time is it? I mean, I think they close at like 6. I mean, Thursday's the weird day because they don't open till noon. No, Bo, I did not. Oh yeah, so chat came to a conclusion because you know how they throw the Pokeballs at me and they want me to get the ball and I refuse? Boa came to the conclusion that it's because you caught me, which is why I refuse to get in the Pokeballs that they throw at me. What? He's making a very confused face right now. No.
Yes. You know how?
Don't say breaking the Pokeball. That's how you get missing now. It's running away. We have this one trying to fight me. Little one wants to throw hands. I feel like the number of Larvestas is slowly going down, but I also haven't seen another, like, they're definitely going, like, I haven't seen another little announcement thing either. So now I'm confused as to how many are tied to the outbreak and how many are from the sandwich. Oh no. I just want a yellow freaking wormy dude. Sandwich? Sandwich. Because now I feel like the one, like, I know the ones from up here are part of the outbreak. Because we saw, like, the group of 10 of them spawn up here at once. Is that a Piper or something? Is that what's going on here? I asked you what's for food. And I told you I was gonna cook the chicken tomorrow, so it sounds good. Why do you do this to me? Ah, thank you for joining in, new friend. I know you're hungry. You had a very small lunch because you had to take me to get medicine. No soup for me? How's it going? Shall we support you? It's going alright. We have not gotten a whole lot. Like, we haven't gotten a single shiny yet today. I've done a lot of outbreaks. Because I've just been targeting the ones that I need. Because, I mean, we don't have quite 50% mark yet. Oh, God. Oh, they're chasing the laser. I can't hear Pog about the capture thing, but I don't have a Snag'em glove or dark balls to get around the registration. Yeah, he was just confused. Pog was just confused, Moa. Oh my God, there's so many down here. I was not expecting this many down here. Why am I being bonked? Funny Pokemons? Yes. Also, Pog has got the laser pointer out, and the cats are going crazy for it. Specifically Levy, surprisingly. Or she was. Nova's mess with it. But Nova's like, light. Oh, there goes our outbreak. Lay sadness. Damn it. That means big old goose egg for us today. That sucks. Alright, well, I guess I murdered the rest of the low-vested retaliation. I will say we will be back tomorrow around 3 p.m. my time, which U.S. Central Time, that puts it at, I believe, 8 a.m. if I can do math correctly. Because I know there's not one on the schedule, but that's where we're gonna put the Fallout stream that I missed yesterday, because I literally just couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't function, and I couldn't hardly talk either. Yay, allergy season. Because that should give me enough, it'll either be 8 or 8:30 a.m. Central Time. So 3:30 German time. Simply for the fact that I need to get food, eat before stream, and then we can suffer the Fallout Wasteland again. If you can do math correctly, Wolf, is there something you need to tell us? I'm tired and the meds are considering wearing off again. I can feel it. My nose is slowly stuffing back up again. Because yay, allergies. And Pog's over here going he needs food. Because he's saying he's wasting away into nothing again. How much do I have left on the sandwich? How much time do I have left? 4 minutes. Can you survive 4 minutes? Sure, you're not gonna waste away into nothing and fade into the aether at that point? Possibly. Ah! Capsicum, no! Stop it! I don't want the spicy pepper chicken. No food for Pog. What did PlayStation update now? Uh-huh. Jesus Christ, how many does that make it now? Well, Helldivers was already at 180 after they added the Lithuania and Estonia and all that. Did they add? Philippines got added? Jesus Christ, man. PlayStation, the company that's allergic to money, apparently. Because they are desperate to have PlayStation in accounts numbers go up so they can hopefully buy Paramount Plus, apparently. Like... yeah, the Samoan Islands, right? And the minor islands now?
Emotional damage!
RIP to anyone in Hawaii.
No. Hawaii.
Hawaii is Samoan. If you are a native of Hawaii, you are from the Samoan bloodline. It's further away from Hawaii?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
It's not Hawaii itself. Brain's not working. Hawaii is still part of the city.
Uh-huh.
Anything that's significant is still part of the PSN. Anything that is a territory can't play.
It's still weird, though. Sony, the company currently allergic to money.
Put it this way. Is it within the 50 states?
Yes.
Or PSN?
Yeah.
Is it a territory? Get fucked.
Yeah. You can't play the game. Still dumb.
For sure, Puerto Rico.
Wouldn't be surprised. Not gonna lie, the sandwich is getting us a lot of spawns. We're just not getting lucky on the roll. Which I don't have Shining Power increased, and it's not an outbreak, so I mean, it's only half odds. So instead of 1 in 4,096, it's 1 in, what would that be, 2,048? So I'm not surprised, but still. Sad noises. Because base odds is 1 in 8,192. Pikachu! Yes. There we go. I'm just gonna keep murdering Larvestas until the sandwich runs out. But yes, we will do a Fallout stream tomorrow. No, as long as I can breathe, we'll do the Fallout stream tomorrow. I just could not breathe yesterday. No, it's just kind of, you know, hard to talk and everything whenever you can't breathe. I'm not over here trying to, like, make slurping friggin' gross snot noises into the microphone either. It's not my fault my sinuses went bloody haywire. But fresh air is good. What? See, I hate being a mouth breather though. I hate it right now. It's so uncomfortable and my lips are so dry all the time. I do drink water. You know what my body does? Turns it into more snot. I also haven't found where the chapstick ended up at. I know I've got 2 sticks of it floating around the house here somewhere. Alright, but we'll catch you later. Like I said, I'm running out this sandwich just to see if I can get lucky, and if not, we will end up calling it here for the day because Pog thinks he's starving. I know there's an Esparta behind me and it's scary. I don't need the giant ostrich to murder me. Oh, she despawned. Oh god, if they buy Paramount Plus because then there goes the Halo series, yeah. That's the current, like, rumor mill power, is that PlayStation wants to acquire Paramount Plus because PlayStation also, Sony also owns Crunchyroll. So having another streaming service wouldn't be a bad idea for them. But the issue is that they have to have more PlayStation Network accounts. They have to show growth type of thing. I don't know if it's a full acquisition or if it's just, hey, we want, I think that was the end of the sandwich. Yes, it was. We want a deal type of thing, you know, for you guys to host us. So, I'm not entirely sure on the full details of it. That was just the full rumor mill. I would have laughed. I would have laughed so hard. But, like I said, I haven't found documentation. That's just kind of what I've heard through the rumor mill. So I don't know if that was true or not. But my issue with it is it's just dumb. Like, there's some reason Sony's trying to push for all these PSN accounts to register to show growth. But it doesn't do anything for their stockholders. Their stock's net worth has been dropping in a free fall damn near since the 1st of May. Yeah, check their stonks. Because last time I checked it was like $75. And it started close to 90. Oh, they ticked back up? What did they do on the backside for their stocks to go up? Or did they short sell themselves in order to make their stocks go back up?
I think it's the buying of Paramount.
Well, I hadn't heard if they'd actually bought it. I know they were trying to acquire it.
No, because somehow Sony stocks goes up.
Uh-huh.
But now Sony's rethinking buying Paramount because when they made an announcement of the $26 billion bid, Paramount stocks failed.
Well, yeah, just like Power pointed out, if Sony acquires Paramount Plus, then the Halo TV series goes out the window because that's exclusive to Paramount Plus. Sony's not going to fly for that. That's their competitor on the game platform. So, like I said, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. But all I know is it's stupid and dumb. And
Yeah, so
we're still saying fuck Sony.
they basically hit that hard dip because of Helldivers. Now they're
Yeah.
back to normal.
Well, because a lot of people didn't care type of thing. Like, straight up, they just didn't care. But anywho, sadly, no shinies today. This is where I will leave it for you guys for now, because, again, Pog is starving, it's dinner time, that type of thing. We'll be back tomorrow with Fallout 3, Tale of Two Wastelands, continuing with that, just to make it for the stream from yesterday. Is there anything else? I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Biscuits. Stream schedule. No? Okay. We will be resuming shiny hunting on Monday, the 20th. That's our next shiny hunting day. And we will have 2 shiny hunts, it looks like, next week. One on Monday, one on Friday. We have Gris on Tuesday of next week. We have Fallout 3 Wednesday. And we have Paleo Pines on Thursday. So, because we're still trying to finish that game. Slowly but surely. I promise, I promise, I promise. But thank you everyone so much for watching. I'll look and see if anyone's online for a raid. Move you over here. Hey, Huntress is live and she's doing random DAs. Let's raid into Shiny Huntress. It's been a hot minute. So let me queue up raid messages for you guys. Raid message. Raid message. So if you have the emotes, please use the second one. If you don't have the emotes, please use the first raid message. Give Huntress your love and attention, guys, and I will check back with y'all here later. /raid. Please remember to take care of yourselves. Drink water, eat food, stretch if you can, go for a walk if it's nice outside and the pollen won't kill you. If you need to take your meds, please remember to take your meds. Coming from someone who forgot to take her meds earlier this week and suffered. And I will catch you guys tomorrow around this time. Have a good night, everybody. Good rest of your day if you are stateside, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.